Check one, check two. Yeah.
I got the next one.
Casey, what time is it?
It's game time.
Let's go.
Exclusive heat packs.
Welcome to Hood Stocks.
Shop City on the
Can you scoot in, bro? Yeah. Yes, sir. Welcome to Hood Stocks. Sunday evening. Yeah. I see where you tapped in right there. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Did you put your seat down? There you go, bro. Yeah.
I'm just short.
Yeah, so you don't put it. Now you're scooting that way. Come back this way. Are you right there, right there? Not too much.
All right, right there.
There you go, Dougie. Appreciate you, sir. Today's a special, very, it's a little funk beat right here from Chop City, man. I thought I'd play it in honor of that boy, Playboy Eddie. I know if he was here, man, you already know what he'd be doing in that seat across from me.
Yeah.
Boy, a beast. Never back down to no motherfucking beat, homie. Shit. He'll pop lock with no beat, anytime, anywhere. Together, we gather before you to celebrate a West Coast legend of Los Angeles. All right? Positive vibrations from us to his spirit in heaven. You know what I want to do? I want to lead this podcast off with prayer.
Word.
If you guys
Yes.
don't mind, is that okay?
Right on, brother. Yeah.
Yeah. Dear Lord in heaven, today we sit here before the masses. We sit here before you, and we ask you, God, to bless Playboy Eddie. Take care of him up there. He's a good dude, and you know he's a good dude. You know he's been talking about you for a long time, and finally he gets to meet you, our Lord and Savior. He gets to meet you. Enjoy that man, because we enjoy that man up there, because we enjoyed that man down here. He's a good dude, God, and you know this. You created that man right there. I want to ask you, God, to take care of Sophia. Give her strength.
Yes.
Give her clarity.
Yes.
During these trying times when there's just so much smoke in the air. There's just so much going on. God, give that young lady strength. Guide her.
Yes.
Please, God, take her hand and guide that young, beautiful woman.
Yes.
And with that said, blessings to everyone in this room. Blessings to everybody in this chat. God, we love you. In Jesus Christ's name, amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. Right on.
Okay. So we got some, today we're going to share some stories, my G's. We're going to share some stories, man. We got, well, let's introduce our guest. I'm sorry. I'm a little lost in thought right now.
Yeah.
Okay, sitting across from me, I want everybody to raise up off your futons and give it up for Jerry. This was his old manager and friend, correct?
Yeah, old school, man. We were crewmates, man.
Crewmates.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What crew was that?
That was KST, Knights of the Sound Table. That came after Space Age pop lockers that he created. in his early days. So he went off to Eastlake Juvenile Hall, and he put one of his captains to make me go try out for him at the rec center in Frogtown. And he had already met me at Irving, so he knew what I was about, and he gave the okay to get me in the crew.
There it is there. We're going to get back to that story.
Right.
We're going to give him a little bit of clickbait right there. And sitting to the right of me, we got Bubs from OG Husky Radio, and we got the legendary Burst Rock, Funny Bones Crew, 27 Junkies.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's cracking?
No, just here for Playboy Eddie, man. Got to tell them stories. You know, I think people out there, you see what you saw, but I mean, there's a whole other side that I think people really appreciate hearing these stories today, you know?
Right.
Yeah, if you met Playboy Eddie, bro, you got a Playboy Eddie story. Everybody out there that came across Playboy Eddie got a Playboy Eddie story. So it's going to be nice to hear some stories that I don't know about, you know what I'm saying, and things that we can share. So, you know, some things we can't, but a lot of things we will.
Yeah, no.
Hell yeah, that's right.
And you're absolutely correct. Playboy Eddie was just he was so fluid with the, you know what I mean, with just, he a people person, man.
Yeah.
The boy's a people person. And you can it can be in passing. It can be in passing a quick 30 seconds and he will give you a story. Because the boy is he just wired like that. Like he gonna do something, there's gonna be a reaction, and we be like, this fool, blip, bop, you know?
Yeah, it's true, man. Frankly, I felt he was prolific, man. The guy was gifted, and he was deep, you know. He was a very in-depth kind of guy, you know. Almost prophetic at times, you know. He knew how to pick up on messages, and that's why he liked to talk cryptid all the time, encrypted, you know.
Yeah. And so you grew up in Frogtown?
I did.
Okay. And you met Playboy Eddie in what year?
Irving, 1983.
1983, man.
Yeah, 7th grader. He had already been booted, but he came back. He used to come back and visit the schools and set it off, and it was like he was Elvis. People just gravitated, and he would set it off outside the schools, floating and doing his thing with his boombox. And then at Irving was Robert. He was the security guard that he'd chase him off, you know. But the kids, man, when they would see him, they just like flocked to him, you know?
Yeah.
I was one of them. And I said, I got to know this dude, man. This dude's fresh, you know what I mean? And we became friends, man. And then started our long history from there, you know?
He got that magnetic personality. He's
Correct.
got that godly, like, just energy, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, just over the top.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, you know.
Was he like that back then as well?
Oh yeah, as a young man, he was very dominant, very bold, I would say. He would step to anybody, and he always spoke truth though. It wasn't like he was saying anything wrong. He just spoke truth, and a lot of people didn't know how to take that, you know.
You know what? I got a quick little story. We'll interject and we'll pass it around, but I want to pass it back to you. But it's a funny ass story, bro. Oh man, Playboy Eddie was no motherfucking punk, bro. No. Like he'll catch a fade with you, bro. Like he crazy, bro, and he'll get down with you. He'll get down with you, bro. Like, all right, fool, this is what you want to do. You know what I mean?
Trust me, I
know. Are you sure? I
I
seen this dude, bro. But one time, me and my homeboy Villain from my neighborhood, like you guys know that we're from opposing neighborhoods, right? Yeah. You know, we're opposing neighbors, but as creatures that we are, we from the same tribe, you know what I mean? Which is Creature Street in Highland Park, you know what I mean? I hate to say this, but if you know, you know. You know, everyone says it. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? Shut your ass up. What are you talking about? But anyways, so when him and Villain were from BSK, I guess they had a beef, bro. You know what I mean? I wasn't in that scene, but I guess Playboy Eddie used to cross out Villain on the walls. And he wouldn't cross out nothing else. He just crossed out Villain's name, and Playboy Eddie would write signs like, or give a message like, "Grow up," you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, he would.
Playboy Eddie would he would do that. He would do that to my homeboy Villain, right? And my homeboy Villain, rest in peace. Love you, my dog. He's a wild dude, bro. He's a wild motherfucker, dog. He's a problem. Straight up.
Yeah.
He's one of those dudes that's a problem, you know what I mean? There's a section of dudes from BSK, bro. A lot of those dudes are fucking problems, you know what I mean? These dudes are just made differently. But anyways, so me and Villain, it's like 2007, we're leaving Johnny's on fucking on York Boulevard
Yeah,
and
right.
50.
Yeah,
We're
the
leaving
hamburger joint.
Yeah, we're leaving Johnny's bar right there, and then we going down to Ty and Jessica's on 50, right? And so we pull it. I said, "Hey, come on, Bill, let's go. We're right with Ty and Jessica." You know what I mean? And as soon as we get to the front, Playboy Eddie comes out from the backyard. He's like, "Oh shit, what's up?" You know what I mean? And then Villain's like, "Oh fuck, what's up, fool?" You know what I mean?
Oh, damn.
You know, and so this is like an old school shit. You know, this is like an old school beef.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he's like, "Hey, what's up, Villain? You know, fuck, oh, you're out, huh? You know?" And he's like, "Yeah, what's up?" And so these dudes have beef from like mad years ago, bro.
Right.
Like it's not even recent, bro. You know what I mean? But in Villain's eyes, it was like yesterday. You know what I mean? Because that's the way Villain is, right? Rest in peace to that man. And he's like, "What's up, fool? Bop, bop, bop." You know what I mean? Let's get down. You know what I mean? And he's like, "No, fuck that." You know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. You know? He's going, "I gotta take a shit." You know? You gotta take a shit. He goes, "I'm trying to take a shit right now. But if you want to get down, fuck it." You know what I mean? Anyways, long story short, I honestly, I can't even tell the story right, bro, because I'm thinking about it, how it happened. But it was fucking hilarious. He was fucking trying to fucking get the door open. And so he couldn't find the people. Nobody was opening the door, and he was like almost holding his ass. He had to take a shit. You know what I mean?
no.
But he still got down with Villain.
Oh,
bro.
yeah. He was very brave, bro.
He still got down, bro.
That's
He's
right.
like, "All right, fool, but I was trying to take a shit."
He was with the shits.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, bro.
Oh, he was
I'll
hilarious.
never
bro.
forget that, bro.
He was hilarious, man.
Damn.
That's right.
But anyway, so you're in elementary school. This dude is fucking probably just the beginning of his pop locking and shit, right?
No, I was going from elementary
yeah.
school to 7th grade.
There you go. I apologize.
And he was already making his mark, you know. He started off in pantomime and doing different things. He used to like karate. He used to do all kinds of stuff, you know. But somehow, quickly, he developed that unique popping style of his, and he would practice so much every day. In fact, he had us like a drill sergeant practicing every day. Like, you know, like we had to. Then he got us to hustle, the Chinatown hustle, where we would go make money at the wishing well, and then we'd have a good time the rest of the day with the money, and he'd divvy it up, and we'd hop on the bus, go to Hollywood, go to Venice, go wherever.
What do you mean Chinatown on the Wishing Well?
Right there in Chinatown,
The Wishing Well.
where the wishing well is, if not there, right where that statue is right there. But back in those days, that place was a really busy section, and there was a lot of tourists, and oh my gosh.
That's right by the Chinatown sign, that little area right there.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, they would drop serious money. Eddie would take his popping hat out and put it there, and man, we were making bank right there.
Oh, I thought you guys were fucking scraping the change off the
No.
Wishing Well,
Heck no.
Oh, that's what I thought, bro.
Nah, they were getting busy right there, bro.
getting busy
They're
right
performing,
there.
big
No,
dog. They're
we
getting
were
paid. It was a
you know
hustle,
what I mean?
dog.
I was like, that's a cold
Street
hustle.
performance, dog. Street performance.
I swear to God, I'm not trying to be funny, bro. I was like, yeah.
No, we used to dance and get people break us off, you know. Yeah, it was good times, man. Good times for sure. But a few of us, Funky One was one guy. We had Candy Girl. That was another one. He later formed the crew called Connect 4. And that was only 4 of us, you know, and we were like tight, you know. We were tight, you know. Right now, it's only Candy Girl and I that are left. And unfortunately, Funky One passed about maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
So these individuals you're talking about, you guys were all part of the same dancing crew. Like you were pop locking too.
Yeah. I was, man. You know, I used to back in those days. I wasn't as talented. He would use me more as a filler so he could rest up and go back in it. You know,
You're coming off the bench.
Yeah.
man.
Go in
Strategic,
there.
eh?
Go do like 3 rounds. Shazam. That was the name he gave me with the double Z, because. What do you like? I don't know what to, you know. So he said, oh, Shazam, then that's what it is. Double Z, Shazam. And I said, all right, I'll go with that. Yeah,
Fucking
man.
Eddie, man. Came
Yeah,
up
but
with the Shazam.
he was something else, man. He'd go into a house party. Right away, it'd be disco too, man, because we loved all that, and he'd get down freaking, and all the girl crews knew him. Everybody knew him. As a matter of fact, I think he started one of his own. Yeah, I can't think of the name right now, but he would just start stuff and give people names, give people crews, and da. I mean, he had armies of peoples out there, you know, for real.
He was starting all kinds of different crews.
yeah.
He was that dude, huh?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Back then, huh?
Yeah, he got us into Zulu Nation. He got us into United Street Force. These were big organizations, big crews back then. I'm like, I don't know. He would just meet people, talk to them, rap to them. They love him because he was multi-talented. Back then, his graffiti was, you know, out of this world. And then he rapped too, man. He rapped. He did a lot of things, you know.
Yeah, the boy did a lot of things.
For real.
I wish Jacko was here right now because I think he can fill in this era right here that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Jacko knows a lot too. But he got stories for Jacko too.
Yeah, so I was there, you know, in the way Eddie admired Heckle and Jacko, so did myself and a lot of people during that time. Yeah. They appeared in Breaking and Entering, and they were from our neck of the woods in Glendale, Northeast LA area. So we knew about them, and they were these good-looking dudes, man, that just had skills, man. They were gangster with it, you know, and
Heckle and Jacko.
Heckle and Jacko. I remember going to their high school at Glendale High, and they dressed preppy. I told this story at Heckle's services, celebration of life. They dressed preppy with the Lacoste or Le Tigre shirts and their canvas belts that matched, and their, you know, the sneakers like Converse or what, all preppy, but with their belt to the side, hanging, you know, gangstered up, you know, buttoned up, you know. They were always chill, you know.
So Jacko's gonna be pulling up, everybody. So he's talking about these dudes. I don't know if you guys are familiar, Heckle and Jacko. They're identical twins. Yeah. You know, and they were pop locking together since the fucking 80s. Like, these dudes were coming out of Madonna videos.
Right. They did a lot of things, man. And their popping career led them to be discovered into supermodels. They were on the covers of various magazines, Vogue, LA Magazine, Details. They were on the cover of Details magazine the first edition, I believe. I mean, they were becoming supermodels. So
these dudes, and you know, I mean, this is a true story. And if you've seen these dudes, you'll be like, all right, yeah, I get it. Like back in the day, I met Heckle in 1996 in Susanville State Prison, and we became dogs. You know what I mean? That fool used to be gliding on the rocks in the weight pile when they had weight piles, and everybody would be tripping out on this fool. But Heckle, I looked at this dude, and I was just like, fuck, this dude's like a fucking, like, how do they make a human being like this? You know what I mean? Like, this dude's got fucking, like, he's the devil or something, bro. He got motherfucking cold, ice blue eyes, bro. Like, piercing blue eyes, bro. That you never seen on a dude in your life, like, you know what I mean? Like marble-ish, just, and then these dudes are just chiseled, you know what I mean? So that's how they you know, bro, they were just like he's saying, bro, like they were just handsome dudes that they're pop locking street culture out of Glendale, and they're becoming supermodels.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, everybody would flock to them too as well. So Eddie Eddie admired their skill, period, because they were bad, man. You know, they were badass. They would do these performances, and anyway, that inspired Eddie to try to step up his game and try to get them to dance with us or join our crew, but they always refused. But one time they did join us against the Cosmic City Knights in Eagle Rock, and Eddie was so stoked about it. Yeah. You know who's here? Heckle's here, man. Yeah. You know, I said, yeah. And he got down too. He backed us up. I was like, oh, that's cool, man.
Before Jacko gets here, bro, let me ask you this question: Who do you think's better? Who is better, Heckle or Jacko?
I can't answer that.
All right. I'm younger than them, but it's always been because I was growing up.
Yeah.
I'm your age, so they're older than us. Yeah, but we would hear about them. This is like pre-internet, but it was always said that Heckle was like Heckle would surf.
He's more diverse.
Yeah, see, I'll keep it real from what I know growing up. You know what I mean?
However, Jacko mastered his popping moves a little bit better, but Heckle was more diverse. That dude could b-boy like a you know, like any other, and get down with the locking, get down with his popping. He had the nice floats. You know, he had a lot of good skills. You know,
bro. I'm telling you.
Could you identify them right here and which ones?
Oh, okay, you put up a video.
It's like the only video on YouTube
of these two dudes.
Yeah,
you can't even see, bro.
I know. No, it's so small. I know that's how.
Expand it?
That's how big it is.
Bro, I'll tell you like this: they're identical twins, bro.
Yeah,
I can tell them apart though.
You can tell them apart.
Yeah, I can tell them apart.
How do you tell
Heckle's
them
a little
apart?
thicker than Jacko.
Yes,
Damn,
yes,
Heckle's a little thicker than Jacko.
yes, that, and then it's in the nose too.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a low quality upload. It's been like 20 years
That's
ago.
Jacko. Heckle standing behind him. Yep,
There it
that's
is, okay.
Here comes Heckle.
Look at this fool. Look at this fool. Look at this fool, bro. I'm going hard, homie. Look at that fool, bro.
Oh, Heckle used to hit hard.
Look at this fool, bro. Bro, he was in the penitentiary doing this shit, bro.
Really?
Check it out. Bro, fools are haters, bro. They be like, look at these pretty ass motherfuckers. Like, fools gonna talk shit, bro. But these fools were so fucking hard, you had to respect them, homie.
Shit.
Nobody could do it like him back then.
Let me tell you about one time when we had a club in Glendale, man, in their hometown, that they wanted us to take over, and we set something up, man, and we got Ice-T and some other people, and they showed up with like tuxedo suits, matching tuxedo suits, and if I remember the color, they may have been purple or blue, some trippy color with top hats.
Sick.
And they had wooden chairs, both of them sitting there quiet.
Shit.
And then they filled the room with fog, and they're just sitting there like mannequins. And then I think it was Space. Oh, Don Quixote song. No, Space is the Place. And then it mixed into Don Quixote. And when it mixed into Don Quixote, they started locking and doing everything else, walking over the chair, pa, pa, pa. I mean, their routines were, damn.
Next level.
Yeah, way better than what you just seen right there.
Yeah, and so, bro, he would do this one thing too. So we did a prison time. We became best friends in there, like good homies. And then what happened? We seen it. Oh, I don't know what was first. Next, maybe the county jail was next, and this part of time, and then we kicked it on the streets, bro. Had a fucking great time, bro. For anyways, but in the county jail, I've shared this story a couple times. Heckle would make everybody laugh in line movement, bro. One time, because he would act like his leg was all fucked up. He just and everybody's all walking, and the hooters are like, "Hey, fucking no talking, look, eyes straight forward." And then all of a sudden, you see this fool, and the hooters would just laugh, like, bro. And sometimes when they got to know who he was, and some of them already knew who he was, and they'd be like, "Oh, that's Heckle." Like, even the hooters knew who these fools were. But the ones that didn't, they're like, "Hey, are you okay? You know what I mean? Step to the side." You know what I mean? And he would be like, "Oh, my leg hurts."
Oh, they were pranksters, man, pranksters.
And he was like, "Bro, your leg hurts?" Like, "No, homie, that leg looked like it's just fucked up in 3 different places." You know what I mean? Bro, and he would have us all laughing, and then now we getting fucking reprimanded by the hooter. "Hey, what the fuck? Shut the fuck up." You know what I mean? Bro,
hilarious.
that dude used to have us laughing, dog.
Oh yeah, they love it. To this day, Jekyll still has that joking personality, you know, as long as he's in the mood. But they were both like that, man. Pranksters, man, for reals.
So, so the reason why we're talking about Heckle and Jacko is because Jekyll's going to be pulling up, and Eddie every single time. I mean, if I wasn't doing an interview with them back in the day when. Back in the day when we'd be talking about just, you know, the dance community, the culture, pop locking, like he has never stopped giving those dudes their flowers.
Yeah.
Right. And I respect that a lot. I always admired that. Yeah, they deserve it, man. They deserve it. They were
They
his
taught him,
inspiration.
right?
Huh?
They taught him.
Heckle taught him. Jekyll
Yeah.
worked with them too. Once we reconnected, I think it was in 2000. It was like magic time, you know. They started doing community events, clubs. It was my mission to get them on stages with the legendary old school artists. So I was able to achieve that, so that there's footage out there of them, because they never got to do that in the old days. And I go, hell, I'm gonna try my best to get these dudes on, you know, with some old school artists, so that we have that on the record. You know what I mean? And they did that, and it was awesome. And Eddie and Jekyll then regained their popularity, and even going to like events like his over here.
OG Husky
OG
Radio.
Yeah,
Husky,
the Art
right.
of Expression at
Art of Expression, El
Roseville
Sereno,
Park.
yeah.
I had originally booked Eddie, and Eddie would come, and he would, the trip to, like, for Eddie, he would be like, "Nah, bro, you don't know about Heckle and Jacko?" And I'm like, "I've heard of him." He's like, "Nah, you got to see him live." And he's the one who brought Jekyll.
Jekyll, yeah.
Yeah, so then, you know, you're a little kid, and these are legends, bro. Come on, honestly, back then, there was no Northeast LA, no East LA hip hop. Like, let's be real, you know, in that early, like, late 90s. So when these guys are coming out, like we're from Nella, like holy shit, what? You guys are us, you know what I mean? And they're coming to the park right there in front of the PJs and they're busting, like, damn, you know what I mean? Like this is tangible, this is hip hop, we could do this, you know what I mean? But he brought them around, like, well, actually at that time it was only Jacko. I don't want to.
Right, it was Jacko that went, but it took a few years for Heckle to get himself together in a position where he can participate. Yeah, and it was awesome to see that.
I believe we only had them once. I think we did like a good 4 or 5 year run right there in the park, and we only had them together once. You know, like, and that was like monumental.
Oh, yeah.
What park are we talking about?
Rose Hill Park.
Rose Hill Park.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was an art of expression.
Yeah.
We had been doing it for a few years, like kind of low key. The last 2 years it blew up, and just like media fucked it up. Be honest with it, you know.
Social media?
No, actual media. Like channel you whatever, and we're like featured like on Mundos and. Like the city just was like, what's going on here? We had no idea this has been going on. And
also now they like want permits and stuff like that.
Yeah,
They want their money.
They want their money.
They want their money.
And it was strictly grassroots, man. We would have like once the parents would see, you know, the doñas would see that these kids are here not tripping, they would start like cooking, dog, like free food like for the kids. It was like straight community event.
Nice.
And to be honest with you, a lot of people, I'm put it out there, like back then it was still, you know, it's towards the end of the 90s, 2000s, it was still pretty bad, you know?
Yeah.
And a lot of people I'll reach out to, like, hey, it's right here. They're like, oh, nah, but anything else you got, dog, I'm down to perform. You know what I mean? So I was like,
yeah, you don't want hazard rolling up on you.
we're right there.
Yeah, Rose Hill, man, you got all kinds of neighborhoods you can roll up right there, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it's a congested, compact, dense area of motherfucking different sections, bro.
Yeah, just over the hill, just the left, right. Like I said, we were talking earlier, I'm like, I didn't realize how close Highland Park was. Like, it's just over the hill, really, you know what I mean? Via Marisol.
And that shows that he's kind of like a hood baby in a sense, bro, because sometimes you just don't know that, hey, what, Pasadena's right there, you know what I mean? Like you don't ever get out you don't ever get out your motherfucking 3 mile radius, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, it's
well,
all
now
you know.
even Highland Park, you got like Mount Washington, like there's nice, like you wouldn't even think the hood you're that close, and make a wrong turn, like you there, you know what I mean?
They got a whole different genre of kids going to school up there in Mount Washington Elementary School, bro. You know what I mean?
It's a different,
you know, and down the hill they're looking at all the peasants. You know what I mean? What are they serving? I think they're called tacos.
So I was telling Jacko, in absence of Heckle, Eddie filled in for Heckle during those years.
Yeah, for sure.
And they did great
together.
Their first show, I believe, we got them on the hip hop show. Remember the hip hop show with this dude named Cedric or something? Cedric or something like that.
That was on LATV.
Yeah, LATV, yeah.
LATV.
So we got them on there. That's fresh. When they reunited, watch that show if it's on YouTube, and that's where they started. From there, big shows, and eventually Mallow Man and Kid Frost brought them on board, and they rocked some shows, man. They rocked some shows. Jacko, I'm sure, remembers all of them, and videos too. They did a lot of videos.
I talked to Mellow Man Ace today.
Yeah.
He said I invited him to come through, bro, but he said he's still
recovering
from the Playboy 80s.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he's still in remorse. Or what do you call it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's still
Yeah, we all are, but this is a way of healing by expressing and sharing, and it's going to continue because he's a West Coast legend. He set the bar high, and just for the record, so everybody knows that, because he was such a battler and he was kind of aggressive about it. He called out a lot of people. He called out Boogie Frantic on your show, which was hilarious to me, but.
I had my money still on Playboy. I was like, fool, that fool got a sprained ankle, bro. You know what I mean?
If nothing else,
Playboy
would have wore him out because he wouldn't stop like an energy bunny.
It's like when you fight, dog. You fight somebody and they're like, damn, they keep getting up, dog. Like Eddie would have kept going.
Well, Eddie pops like he's throwing punches, bro. You know what I mean?
He means it, yeah.
Yeah, like he's doing it with like intent, bro. Like intent to hurt you, bro. You know what I mean?
For real.
And that's what I always loved about him. I said, this dude, bro. Since like, so I'll be honest, bro. Like I met him a couple times, Creature Street, early 90s. All right. Before I met him, I had heard about him. I heard about him, you know, because, you know, the avenues, and there was something called Gangsters of a Groove back then. Does that sound familiar to you?
Yeah.
Okay. And anyways, So, you know, I heard of him and shit. Bam, met him a couple times on Creature Street, whatever. But we didn't start really chilling, bro, until I got out of Calipat in 2006, the end of 2006. And we started kicking it, you know, like 2007, 2008. Like, I'm you know what I mean? Like, I'm out, man. I started seeing him. He was living right there on York Boulevard. I was living on Figueroa and Strickland.
Right.
You know, so we were kind of like neighbors, bro. And then we were kind of like in the same circle. We all on a sick one together, bro. You know what I mean? So, and it was like, oh, what's up, fool? Damn, what's it? Bop, 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 whoa, whoa, whoa. You know what I mean? And then we just started kicking it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going with that. I was trying to create a timeline right now for whatever. But anyways.
No, I feel you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. So it was nice that Eddie was able to get down with his heroes
Yes.
in life, right? And it was nice that they have that history and memory because they put it down for the West Coast. You know, it's everywhere on YouTube now, and we have our heroes. The East Coast has, you know, Rocksteady and Crazy Legs and Mr. Wiggles and all these other cats. Which, by the way, Eddie called them out too and challenged them and beat some of them.
Yeah, I think you funded his trip to go battle them. Man,
Oh yeah, that's another story. During that time he would hit me up. Send me to Miami. Send me to New York. I need to go back. And he would, you're my manager. You're supposed to. I said, I don't know about that, bro.
What year are we talking about? He's telling you this.
Oh, this was mid 2000s.
Mid 2000s, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what
Chaos never stops
That's when
with
he got
that
his
dude.
spark back.
Yeah. That's when his comeback was on point, you know. And
What 2000? What part was it?
mid 2000s.
Mid 2000s.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was doing a rap thing like around 7, 8, 9, around then, bro. And he would come and pop lock on stage.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. One time, bro, they some older hyena from Avenues called. She was a good friend of mine, bro.
Yeah.
And she called me up and she's like, "Hey, Lucky, they're beating the fuck out of fucking Playboy Eddie on Drew Street right
What?
now." You know what I mean? I was like, "Is that right?" I said, "Why?" And they said, "Cause he pop locked for you at a hip hop show."
Oh,
you know? And
man.
so then I had blow Eddie up and he didn't call me. And then finally, I'm like, he answers, I'm like, "Hey, what's up, fool? You good?" He's like, "Yeah, Dick, what the fuck? Yeah, everything's good, fool. Just a little beat down, that's it." You know what I mean? Just a little beat down, ain't nothing left, you know what I mean? You know, and it's just like, water under the bridge, bro. You know what I mean? We keeping it moving. I gotta go spray paint a market right now, you know?
I wanted to get into that too, like, cause we know him through dancing, but in Northeast LA, you know, like I said, I grew up in Rose Hills, El Sereno. Dude, you knew his murals, bro, and like,
Everywhere.
he was doing it like he wasn't charging them a lot, bro. He was doing it to like promote the business so they could have signage in
I'll
front
tell
of
you
the
what,
vehicle.
they're worth a lot of money right now.
All the liquor stores, bro, all the meat markets,
yeah.
everything in Highland Park at one point, and still this day, I think some of his art's still up, bro. The Chicos, bro, on 50 and Figueroa, that little market, that little restaurant right there, bro, he did all that shit, all the signs, baby.
Yeah.
Bro, he's the dude that does all the fruit on the side. Bro, he does everything, dog.
He was making some nice money during that time, you know, because he made it a professional business. He even bought a new car at one point.
Yeah, he had that little blazer and shit.
Yeah.
That's right. When he pulled up with the ladder and
Yeah.
full of paint, I'm like, what the?
Bro.
Where'd you come up at? He's like,
Bro.
I paint signs, dog. I'm like, what the fuck? What is this, dog?
Bro, there was paint on his tires, like the side of the tires, bro. Paint was everywhere, bro. Paint was everywhere in that car. All the cars that he was painting these tiendas with, bro. Paint was everywhere, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like, bro, how you get the paint everywhere, bro?
Oh, for reals.
And then everything he wore, bro, was just
Full of paint.
full of paint, bro.
Full of paint.
Everything full of paint all the time. His hands, spray paint, full of paint, bro.
Hey, Lucky, let me rewind real quick to my point of when I would send them to the battles. One of the conditions, I go, all right, Eddie, but you got to come back with the trophy. Oh, come on, Shazam. And I was like, all right. Sure enough, he'd come back with the trophy. Big ass trophy. Yeah. I don't know where they are to this day or what happened to them. He went, that politics versus Playboy Eddie in Miami, the pro-amps. Sure enough, he killed it and he came back with that trophy, man. The Pop and Pete battle, dude. If you guys want to get into that.
Yeah. Well, before you get into that, I want to ask you a question before I forget about it. So there's a video that the dude's always on Instagram because we kind of like helped Playboy Eddie in a sense to potentially make some type of comeback with introducing them to a new audience, maybe a younger audience.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? That doesn't know
Right.
OG legend Playboy Eddie,
Right.
West Coast pop locker.
Right.
And so, and he's, bro, since we've had him since the very beginning, fucking looks, fucking, and everyone's, hey, I seen Playboy Eddie, because, you know, Eddie's everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
Eddie's everywhere, you know? And so he was just like, fuck yeah, Lux, this shit's good, bro. Oh, so this is the question. So they always forwarded me this video of like one of the Samoan dudes pop locking, and then all of a sudden Eddie just comes through and he's just trying to like,
With a pizza, with a pizza.
But homeboy from Booyah Tribe.
Yeah, with the Booyah
They tried
Tribe.
to push him out. They tried pushing Eddie out because homeboy from Booyah Tribe was about to get down.
Oh, that was Cobra, yeah.
Cobra
But it was a
from Booyah
showcase,
Tribe.
right? It was a showcase. It was a showcase. So it was no
But-
battle. It was open floor.
Yeah, nah, but when Eddie sees a circle, he's gonna get down, bro. Like it don't matter who the fuck's in that circle, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
That wasn't
excuse
his
me,
first
it's my
time.
circle
He's
now,
done
you
that
know
a
what I
lot.
mean? That's just Eddie, bro.
Like Eddie don't give a fuck. Like this is a big ass Booyah Tribe dude, right?
Yeah.
You know, Damu, shout out to them dudes, shout out to Booyah Tribe. And Eddie just like, he's just an aggressive ass dude, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't give a fuck, bro.
Bold.
Pops through and I'm gonna,
He
you know
has
what I
a
mean?
pizza box when he goes in.
Nah, does he have a pizza?
I think he has a
He's
pizza
got
box.
something,
he has
yeah.
a pizza, but he had
He
a
might-
pizza box.
he might, bro.
He just seen the circle, dog, and went in like, oh, it's a circle. You know what I
Well,
mean?
you guys got to understand, he had this mentality. He's creating. For him, it was a fun thing, or he's seen it different, but people didn't recognize because they're not in his mind.
Yeah.
That was in Eddie's mind, you know. And
Well,
so
hip hop has always been
he thought he was going to be
competitive, right?
embraced, like, yeah, come on, b-boy stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So
Come to the dance floor, but no, it didn't always get play out like
yeah,
that.
Eddie's mentality, bro. He's always kept it on the old school mentality, how things used to go back in the day. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes.
Now, but we're not back in the day no more. So now a lot of these guys have like students, and they got their little fan club that hangs out with them wherever they're gonna be at. So one of the guys that jumped out in that video was like a part of the other dude's fan club, right?
Yeah.
That jumped out and tried to hold him back. Eddie didn't really have a fan club right there, you know what I'm saying? Because Eddie's just real.
Yeah.
Eddie's just in his mind. It's like, I see a circle, anybody can get it. You want it, you can get it. You want it, you can get it, you can get it, you can get it, you can get it, she can get it. Yeah, she definitely gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just Eddie, bro. He's just wild, bro.
That's true,
He's just
that's
wild,
true.
dog. His mentality is like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like,
It was freestyle,
it's
bro.
open, dog.
Freestyle.
Like, ain't no rules in this game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a street dude, bro. He's
Yeah.
a real street dude, and there's sad to say, nowadays in the popping scene, there's not a lot of real street dudes in there, so they don't understand Eddie's character. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't understand.
silly. They implemented all these rules and
there's like a
stuff.
bunch of rules and things like, and Eddie doesn't follow rules. It's like, I'm a real dude, bro. Like,
I made the rules.
you know what I'm saying? Like, this
I
is-
make the
Hey,
rules.
you're
Yeah.
here right now because of me.
He's a pioneer
You know what I'm
cat.
saying? And a lot of these cats, they don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? They don't see that because Eddie's the last of a dying breed. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't like that no more, bro.
Burst.
Yo.
I'm gonna pass it right back to you, bro. But you said something very, very profound, brother.
What's up?
You said you said Eddie mindset was, you're students of the game. I am the game.
Yeah, it's the
Right.
truth. It's the truth, bro.
It's different, right?
It's a super different, bro.
Because he is the epitome
of a street dancer, of a
Of
street
all
dude,
that.
of everything, bro.
Everything.
bro. You know when Eddie, you know, when we got the news about Eddie, bro. Obviously, a lot of us that knew him, our phones started ringing. You know, certain people were tapping in. You know, and it was good to see that a lot of people giving Eddie his flowers. And I'm talking like, and you know, we're in a world of social media right now. So social media just blows everything up, right? But you had graffiti artists, you had gangsters, you have poppers, you have the city, you know, Instagram, like city of Highland Park, like just, you know, Nella Instagram, like just all kinds of people, bro, just giving Eddie his flowers, bro. And it's beautiful to see all these people talking about Eddie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen a lot of poppers go. Jerry, I know you've seen a lot of poppers
Yeah.
go. And I can't say I've seen one that has got the amount of love that Eddie's been getting lately. You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? Eddie has, because Eddie's really in the street. Eddie's really been that guy. Eddie's really had his 10 toes on the concrete. You know what I'm saying?
He
Like,
was
he's
an entertainer.
You know what I'm saying? He's out there, bro. He's always had it.
Eddie never left ground zero.
Never, bro. He's always been there, bro.
Right.
Never left
You
ground
know what I'm
zero.
saying? And he's the epitome of a street dancer, of a street dude.
Was it Wednesday? Was it Wednesday we got the news?
Yeah.
So Sophia calls me up. Sophia, I love you, girl, and you know what I mean, just take it one day at a time. I'll tell you that right now. Take it one day at a time, you know. And if you need me, I'm here. We're all here for you, 100% on some legit shit. You know what I mean? Sophia calls me up, and I think I knew before some of his family. It was weird, you know what I mean? But Playboy Eddie, I guess Playboy Eddie said, if you can ever trust anybody, if you know anybody, trust Lucky. She told me that he said that. You know what I mean? You know. she calls me up. Well, no, she texts me. Sophia texts me. And so with Playboy Eddie and certain people, you know what I mean? It's unfortunate, but you never know when you're gonna get that phone call.
Yeah.
Sometimes with some of the homies, there's only one thing at the end of the road they're on. And my opinion is, still stands, there's only one thing at the end of the road that Eddie's on, you know? And so sometimes if I'm getting a phone call for Eddie, then I'm a little worried, you know? If I'm getting a phone call from Eddie, sometimes I ain't got time to deal with his craziness, depending on what I'm doing.
Yeah, for sure,
That's just
100%.
real.
Yep.
That's just real. You know what I mean? And he leave me long ass voice messages, and then he gives me fucking books of fucking texts, and he's mad as fuck at me. And then, you know, I make time and I holler at Eddie, because Eddie, when Eddie gets at me, I always want to like make sure I'm in a good mind state to hear him out, really hear him out.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because he's my friend. And sometimes if I don't answer, I don't got time for what he's gonna unload on me right now. You know what I mean? But that's our relationship, whatever. But so when she texts me, and then we talked on the phone, you know, I just really I was preparing myself for this. You know what I mean? Sometimes without even knowing it, you're kind of like preparing yourself. So when you get the phone call, it's like, all right, it's that day, you know. And there's really for me there was no emotion. It's just like, honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't fall down and start, you know, this, that. There was no emotion, you know. And so, you know, the time has come, you know, for Eddie, you know. And now Sophia, you know, she's gonna get through this, and I believe that she can be able to start a new chapter in life without Eddie,
Right.
her father, you know. And I believe that life is gonna get really beautiful for her. You know, it's gonna get good. She's gonna heal. She's gonna reflect. And this is a time just to kick back and listen to these stories right here.
Right.
You know?
And I'm so happy to learn that she's doing well. She's a lovely young lady. And I know she loved her father, and she wants to honor him and do her own thing as well. Because I told her there's going to be people celebrating him, not just in Los Angeles, probably cross country, New York, everywhere.
Real shit.
Yeah, that's real.
Different countries.
I could don't take it to heart. They love Eddie, you know, but he's your father, and you can do what you want when you're ready, you know, and we will support you, you know.
So what I see like this is the psychologist in me, you know what I mean? No credentials. Just life experiences. Her relationship with her pops was like a tunnel, you know what I mean? You know, it's probably like a dark tunnel, you know? And when it's just full of, you know, just maybe a little bit of pain, a little bit of sorrow, some hard times, tunnel's dark. But now that he's passed, the tunnel's gone, you know? Because Eddie was the tunnel, right? It's gone, metaphorically. I don't know if I'm getting this right or not, but this is how I really feel. Eddie's gone now. Her father is gone. Rest in peace to that man, West Coast legend, right? But now, is all she has is everybody talking about Eddie. So it broadens the horizon, be like, oh shit, my dad was bigger maybe than I thought it was. And I'm not putting words in her mouth or taking it out or anything, but and it's crazy when somebody dies. Like even some of his paintings, like he was always trying to sell his paintings. Like punk ass motherfuckers would have given him fucking $10 for a painting at the end. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But now, shit, they dying to probably get their hands on some shit. Yeah. So it's such a trip when one man passes. But it's also very powerful too, of the legacy that one leaves behind. And Eddie has left behind. He's impacted so many lives.
Oh,
bro.
Yeah.
That's legacy, bro. That's power, dog. People want his paintings. Give me anything. Give me the spray can that he just fucking scribbled on fucking crisp or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean?
Even the envelopes he would send me from prison that had artwork. I mean, those are beautiful. I mean, they're worth a lot to me now, you know?
Yeah. I got a painting right here I'm about to bust out, bro. It's a huge painting. He gave it to me when we were at Casey's studio in Wabash. Let me tell you guys, and we showed it before years back, bro. This is years ago. And the painting, bro, is something. It's a print. It's a print of his mind, bro. you know? And it's just like, something like, what the fuck, Eddie? Fuck is this, bro? I'm a sick one. He's like, no, Dick, I'm not. Let me show you.
Yeah.
And he started from the right corner, and then he just went all the way up. He said, this is me. This is dance. This is Northeast Los Angeles. This is Glass L Park. This is life. This is the tree. This is the pain. Like, he just did some shit like that, bro. And every single picture, bro, was that.
All his artwork since the early days had those messages in them. And you...
Like cryptic messages.
Yeah. And those who were close to him could understand for the most part some of it.
Yeah.
But there were some that were so deep that he'd have to tell you what it is, you know?
But too, like everyone talking, like even when you would talk to him, like you were saying, you'd have to put time aside because you knew it was going to be a long conversation.
Sure.
So I'd be like, man, I'm at work. I'm going to hit you back when I get off, you know, because I know I had to set time to talk to him. But if you knew him, and I talked to other people, the homie Pharaoh too, and I was just like,
Shout out to STP.
Yeah, STP. You have to decipher what he's saying. Mm-hmm. So like you're saying, you had to be in a certain mood to do it because he was saying some prolific shit. Mm-hmm. And it might sound, he's crazy, whatever, but like if you could, I guess the presentation wasn't the best. Do you know what I mean?
You just couldn't identify what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Like to you, it's that's like crazy talk.
But
But when you think about it, it's like, fuck, he's up on game.
Yeah,
Genius
like
shit.
he's trying to teach us something that we're not open to understanding yet. We're not on his level.
And then you got to figure, like, even meeting Jerry, Milagro Entertainment, this dude has tons of archives out Los Angeles, West Coast. Like, I wouldn't know him if it wasn't for Eddie. Yeah. And then how many other people, everywhere he went, he was like, oh man, OG Husky Radio. Like, I'm like, I'm not paying him to promote me or like nothing. He's doing on his own. And then too, I got to thank him, man. All those logos on all his murals that he would get in Highland Park, man, he would put my logo on there, and then he would call me, get a picture because I think they're gonna buff it because the owner's saying it's a commercial.
That's true. He would say that, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, I had nothing to do with it at all, you know. And then people call me like, damn, Eddie put up your logo again, dog. How much you paying? I'm
nice.
Like, nah, he's just
that was love. You know he was showing love, because he respected and liked you, He would do that for the people he really, you know.
Hey, bro, I ran into Eddie at a Radiotron a couple years back, and I was with my family, right? I had my son and my girl and everybody with me, dog, and he was sitting on the bench, and he pops up, yo, what's up, Burst Rock? Hey, what's going on, Burst Rock? And he had all these paintings right here with him, right? And he had all these paintings with him, and he's talking to me, and you know, it's like that long talk that's just waiting forever. Like, I have my son by my hand, like he's ready to go. I want an ice cream, you know, everybody's just waiting, and Eddie's just going off and off, and he pops out this painting. He's like, here, dog, this painting's for you. And I was like, for real? He's like, yeah, bro, here, take this home, take it for your son, bro. It's my gift to you, dog. And and then I was like, hey, thank you, Eddie. He's like, hey, but what's up with a battle? $4,000 right now. Hell yeah, we're trying to battle right now, dog. What's up? Winning $1,000. We're trying to battle or what?
And you're so hungry. You know what I mean?
I was like, hey, dog. I was like, yeah, maybe later, Eddie.
Well, because
you weren't getting away either, Burst.
Nah, hell nah. So I wasn't getting away.
He's at the pad chilling, right? And he's like, all right, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to get a wall, and I'm going to put a Huss, and then a key, and I'm going to do different colors. I'm going to put a B-boy, and I'm like, all right, you know, I'll find a wall so we could do it. And then I'm going to dance in front of it. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, let me know. We'll link it up, you know? He's like, all right. And then he's like, no, I have paint right now. We'll do it right now. I'm like, where the fuck are we going to paint this right now? It's like 11 o'clock, whatever. He's all like, your garage, dog, the side of your garage. Look, there's a wall right here. I thought he was kidding, dog. He pulls in the truck, and he painted the side of my garage, dog. And he posted a video, too. That video is on the side of my house. And I was like, damn, who would think, like, hey, what's your house? I was like, what the, you know what I mean? But the video of him pop locking with the Huss and the key, that's my backyard, dog.
That's tight, bro.
Yeah, bro, like.
Hey, so this is it right here. I'll show you guys it real quick.
Nice.
This is the one that he broke down a whole fucking story to, bro.
Oh, wow.
See that street sign up there, Nella? Like, bro, he broke this shit all the way down. And when he broke it down, there's words all over this bitch.
Oh, yeah.
There's words and some of the designs in there, you wouldn't even think it's a word, but it's a word and it says something. Yeah. And so he would tell you while he's going through, he'd be like, see, there is a word. Bop and back, you know what I mean?
That's worth $1 million right there.
I think Eddie expanded his mind so much that he was in human flesh, he was able to touch other universes, bro, and other awakenings, you know what I mean? Other like third eye awakenings. to have this like this perspective, this philosophy in life, this cryptic language in words and in art.
Oh, he heard it in music too. Like I remember the message with Grandmaster and Nuclear Holocaust.
Yeah, he would decipher songs, bro. Like if you would talk to him, he would decipher them, and like, damn, that's the underground, like the what is it, the underlying meaning of it, and no one would really like you take it at face value, you know what I mean? And even like electro funk, like
Yeah,
you know, he would break
electro-funk.
it all down, like, well, it's a form of funk, man. He go for days, you know, but he was like really breaking it down. He had knowledge, man, a lot of knowledge, man.
Man, I want to share this. So we were having Playboy Eddie on in 2023, right? And I was like, oh, I had this extra canvas. I was like, I'll just bring it and bring a Sharpie. So I was searching this whole time for it. So I literally watched Eddie draw this sick ass fucking hood stocks like going into the heavens.
It does say 2023 on it
Yeah.
too.
Wow.
Thank God for hood stocks.
Thank God for hood stocks.
And I watched him draw this, and I was just amazed. Just out of nowhere, I was like, "Hey, Eddie, here, I have this canvas and this Sharpie. Get down!" And he just literally came out with this in like 10 minutes.
You know what I love about him? He never gave up his faith in God. And
Look at the stairs.
Yeah, the stairs.
The stairs.
Yeah,
the
Stairway
wings.
to Heaven.
Yeah. Look at that.
10 minutes.
That dude was always in touch with, I believe, with our creator. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I think God just like for some reason, our the spirits or however,
can he not?
however it worked, they were always whispering in his ear, and he stayed true.
Yeah. He always he used to, in the early days, he used to spray paint Jesus Saves everywhere.
That's right.
Along with his tags and artwork. It had to have that on, and somewhere on there, it had to have that.
He would always be telling me, and he was so positive too. You know, it's so crazy sometimes when someone's so positive, but what they're doing to themselves potentially is so negative.
He may have been a messenger, guys. You know what else he used to write? He's coming soon. All the time. He's coming soon in big letters. That used to trip me out. Because how can you be loving this and that, but you don't lose sight of that, and you want to make sure the message gets out there? That used to trip me out. Which was great. You know, great.
What was the first time he was on Hoodstocks?
Damn it. I don't know if it was 2020 or 2021. Let me look.
It was something like that. 2020, 2021, right? And I was so excited to have Eddie on because I knew that he was gonna fucking rock these dudes' world.
Bro, and you called me and told me, like, dude, the dude that's coming, like, you're gonna get fucking mind blown. I was like, what do you mean? And then Playboy Eddie comes in with some Reeboks, and they're tied with a bandana. Oh, those shits are so hard. Those shits are so hard.
Bro, the dude was a fucking walking canvas. He was art. He was the streets. He was hip hop. He was every fucking thing that the streets culture represents.
That's a good way to describe him. Exactly.
Bro, he wrote, and I was gonna say it too, because I looked at his shoes, because he's like, Dick, you know what I mean? The bus drops me off right here, whatever. Whoa. So he comes, and when he comes, he don't come empty-handed, because he's always on the hustle. He's gonna sell you a painting.
Yeah,
Like, Dick, man, I got this painting right. I got the Spaniel, you know what I mean? Give me that shirt, I'll draw on it, $50, you know what I mean? Like the boy.
Yeah.
The boy, you know what? The boy knew his worth, and it's unfortunate sometimes when you know your worth, and it's not being reciprocal in a sense, you know, like you're not getting it back. But I feel like I always knew Eddie's worth because, you know, he's just we from a different tribe, you know what I mean? We're from opposing neighborhoods, but we from the same tribe is what I want to say, you know. And you know, he's eccentric, he's wild, he's an artist, he's over the fucking top. He is Playboy Eddie, but when he pulled up, he had his artwork and everything like that. And he blew the dude's minds, bro. He blew our audience's minds. And I forget how I hooked back up with them that year or previous, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? But I was so excited to have him on because I said, you're gonna meet one of my tribe members. And the tribe, some of the tribe members, they talk in a different language.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you pay attention, you'll be able to keep up. You might have to rewind it one time and hear it twice of what the fuck he was saying. Because Eddie drops gems in the middle of something that you might think is nonsense. You know what I mean? It might think it's nonsense, it's gibberish, blah, 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 then bam, and you're like, whoa, bro, that shit was super impactful, dog. What the fuck you say? Like, that's Eddie, right?
Oh yeah. Hey man, real quick, back to his fashion, his style, bro. When we were teenagers, man, because it was just sparked the memory. He'd come up with style, like even back then. He's like, "All right, Shazam, check this out." And he showed up with inside out Levi's, creased down, with the pockets hanging out. Fire! And I'm like, what?
Bro,
He goes,
It came like that,
bro,
Jay.
what the fuck are you on, Eddie?
no, he got me to do it.
Oh, okay.
I got clowned so bad, bro.
Well, there's only certain people that can get away with that. Eddie can get away with that, bro. Eddie can be like, but I can't pull up like that. You can't pull up like
It
that.
only worked out
He'd be
here,
like, what
man.
happened, Dick? You just got fucked in the ass and you put your pants on backwards, you know what I mean? Or inside out. Like, they're going to hit me with, but Eddie, they're going to be like, yeah, that's Playboy Eddie,
Well, look
dog,
at
right?
you know, he would do that like crisscross stuff, but it worked for him. You know, this was way before them. Like different stuff he would do, man. The popping pants with the white stripe down. I strongly believe he may have started that. You know, because he would send us to the Eagle Rock Plaza to this particular shop and get our pants and our corduroy shoes from Payless and all of that. And the whole crew had to look uniformed. You know, it was a trip, man. But he was always more eccentric, like with extra stuff, you know. A real fashion king, man, basically. You know, like
Straight up.
like if he didn't have a lot of bread, you know, he'd find a way to come fashionable. Like all the poppers picnics, you guys remember?
Yeah.
He'd show up looking fresh somehow.
With,
know,
his,
right
with,
before-
his, with his own airbrush shirts and shit. Go ahead.
Right before the Paupers Banquet, you know, we did the Paupers Banquet, Jerry
Yeah.
and I, and Eddie put up a video of his suit. He
Oh.
got dressed in his suit, what he was gonna wear. He's like, Jerry said I gotta get dressed up for this, and he got his suit. And I think he airbrushed it. He did some artwork on the back of it. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, Eddie didn't get to make it that day, which we were really excited because we were
Yeah.
gonna give Eddie
Wanted to
the
hang with him,
award. You know what I
honor
mean?
him.
Which was well deserved, and that's the award I was really excited
I know.
to give. Out of everybody, I really wanted to
I
give
know.
Eddie. Because, you know, Eddie's Eddie, bro, and
Yeah.
Eddie deserves to be recognized, you know. But the reason why I'm saying that is because his style, his suit, he was excited with his jumpsuit.
Oh, yeah.
Dog. He had like it wasn't a tux, but it was a nice suit for him, you know what I mean?
It
And he's
would've been
popping in the
nice.
video in his suit.
That's cool, man. Oh man,
Man, we gonna miss you, Eddie. We gonna miss you, man.
We're gonna
Jeez,
miss him
man.
hard, bro.
So we had this thing right here that he was always talking about. He wanted to go to New York, and homie brought it up a little, but I want to expand on the topic a little bit. And he goes, I want to go to New York, and I want to fucking talk to so and so from New York, and I'm gonna fucking get everything situated and make peace and get it right or something. You know, he was on this mission. He's always on a mission, right? You know, and I was like, hey, we're gonna say you New York, bro. You know what I mean? You know, we said it live on the podcast. Anyways. We ended up sending him to New York, but we sent him on the bus, bro. And going to New York on a Greyhound.
How long does that shit take?
Takes a different type of animal, bro.
Yeah.
You really want to go to New York, bro, to take the Greyhound. And honestly, bro, this is Hoodstocks. That's in the budget, bro. You know what I mean? I got you, bro. You know what I mean? And with some extra feria, bro. That's how here's the tickets, round trip tickets. Greyhound, baby, first class, and
What's first class in Greyhound?
you get to sit wherever you want, bro.
Well, lucky, you know,
Back
in the
bus.
past, the reason I would send him on the bus is because he was on parole. He couldn't travel any other way.
Yeah, no.
I know that wasn't the situation now, but
Yeah, so I meet him at the bus station and he's just fucking lit, bro. He's got his and honestly it was a bad time for him, bro. It was a bad time. You know what I mean? Honestly, like I'm gonna be real with you guys, dog. Like he was at a bad point, bro, when it was a perfect time of sending him to New York because he was on the streets, bro. Like they kicked him out of the fucking one of those halfway houses he always in and stuff, bro. And he showed me a picture, bro. He like, Dick, I'm on the fucking streets. I'm right here on the sidewalk, bro. I'm like, fuck, you serious, dog? And so it was just such a perfect time. And so when I met him there, he was super excited. Who would have thought Hoodstock sending fucking Playboy Eddie to New York City? You know what I mean? Bob. You know, he's going on a spill. Like the boy is never short of words, right? And I was really happy, bro. Honestly, I was super genuinely happy to keep my word, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, the years of my life, you know what I mean? You know, fucking street life, drugs, shit like that. Sometimes the word is shaky, dog. You know what I mean? So in this point in my life, I like to, you know what I mean? I pride myself on keeping my word on shit. And I know how excited he was to go there, you know what I mean? And I even asked him, I said, hey, fool, what's up, fool? How you going to get that bus ride? I mean, like, bro, like, you got some shit on you, fool? He go, I got a little bit, fool, just to get me fucking over there, you know what I mean? And I say that to say this. He only had a little bit to get him over there, but that trip sobered him up, bro. And you guys were talking about fashion, so that's why I'm bringing this up. Next thing you know it, he hooks up with dudes in New York that love him, bro.
Damn.
They don't know his status out here in LA. You know what I mean? Right. They don't know that maybe some people ain't fucking with him because, you know, he's living a different life that they're not living. Yeah. So sometimes people are just like, they want to stay away from it, you know? Right. And so he goes out there and he gets mad love, bro. He hooks up with this one dude that's like, I don't know, in films or something like that. And he dressed, I got a bunch of pictures. Eddie was sending me all these pictures like this. And you know what I mean? Just, you know what I mean? Just weird pictures, bro. But I mean, like B-boy pictures. Not weird pictures, bro. But you know what I mean? B-boy pictures.
Clarifying. What you got
B-boy pictures, bro. But he was in Gucci, bro. Oh. And with designer brand sunglasses. I got all these pictures on my phone, bro. He was sending me like, check it out, look, fuck, they love me over here, fool, this and that. And then he got healthy, bro. Yeah. He got his weight back. Nice. His face was nice and round, bro. His complexion was good, bro. You know what I mean? So I knew, I was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? And I said, hey, fool. And I asked him, bro, I said, hey, dog, are you sober, fool? He goes, yeah, Dick, I couldn't get nothing out here.
Oh man.
I had to sober up. And he told me, he goes, yeah, the fool let me. So when Eddie got out there, he hooked up with his initial contact and they saw him. And Eddie slept for 3 days, bro.
Sweet, man. Sweet.
Eddie slept for 3 days. I guess he shook a little bit of a bug. Right. I mean, this is Playboy Eddie, right? You know what I mean? This is unfiltered. You know what I mean? He would tell you the same story, and I think he did tell the same story on Hoodstocks right here. Right. You know? And then he sobered up, bro, and he started having a great time. He almost wanted to stay out there, bro. Oh, I had to prolong his bus. Oh yeah, he goes, hey, fool, I'm gonna stay out here 3 more days. You know what I mean? Can you fix the bus shit? I was like, yeah, fool. You know what I mean? So bam, I got on the computer, you know, departure, I extended the departure or whatever you call that shit, you know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, bro, he had a great time out there, and I was happy about that, to do that, you know, for our friend, bro, my friend.
Oh,
you know
right on,
friend.
man, right on.
You know what I mean?
That's a good story, man. Love to hear it, man. He deserved, living life the way he enjoyed it, you know, and man, what awesome, man. Yeah, you know what? Other places would dig him, man. In the same manner that we do, they would just gravitate towards him, you know, because he had that personality that you want to be around him, you know.
What was the Poppin' Pete story with that?
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't think you shared that, did you?
No, I was going to
share that Poppin' Pete
story. All right, well.
And so, explain to the audience who Poppin' Pete is.
Yeah, you gotta say that. You gotta explain who Poppin' Pete is. Give him legendary as well.
Give him dialogue.
All right. Yeah. Well, I need to get me a little drink.
Yeah, get a little drink. You want a shot?
No.
Hey, let me do ads real quick.
Oh yeah, let's do advertise. We'll be right back with a Poppin' Pete story, baby. Hey, look at that guy right there.
What up? It's me and Burst right here doing that. Let me get this. Hold on. Check. It's off. Check. All right, we're on. We're back on, guys. Here we go. Check it out. Shockaware is more than streetwear. It's a culture, a lifestyle rooted in individuality and self-expression through clothes. Shop now at shockaware.com and use code Hoodstocks15. All right, that's code Hoodstocks15. Shockaware.com. All right. Hey, you looking for some good quality cannabis? I mean, killer quality cannabis. Hit the folks at Killakush. They got everything from OG to exotic. Let me tell you, they got it all, baby. All right, so hit them up at Killakushcali at gmail.com or on Instagram at Killakush.Los Angeles. And I also think it's Killakush.official as well. Or hit them up at Drip Fits Apparel in the city of Whittier for the latest Killakush merch. All right, that's located at 13800 Leffingwell Road in Whittier, California. All right, Drip Fits Apparel. All right, check it out. Killakush, baby, the best in the game. All right, where we at?
Hey, Burst, you remember the name of that event?
Blue Magic Honey, or we got the original Royal Honey Packs. All right, royalty honey packs for when you need to go from I'm tired to I'm him. All right, it's that easy, right, Burst?
Well, yes, what he said, I agree.
Slide through.
What he said, let's go.
Slide through to royalhoneydeal.com and thank us later. I know Burst will thank us later as well.
Hell yeah,
use code LUCKY for 25% off. So that's royalhoneydeal.com and use code LUCKY for 25% off. All right. I wish Eddie was here so we could see him slam a couple of these live on Hoodstocks. All right. R.I.P. Hey, we're calling all bakers and chefs. Upgrade your kitchen with Origin bakery, and restaurant equipment, all right? Ovens, mixers, and more at unbeatable prices, okay? You can visit them in the city of South El Monte, or you can call them at 626-579-3580 to level up your culinary game now, okay? Hey, you're caught up and you need backup? Call Doug Sherrod. Who is he? He's the King Kong of criminal defense, right? He's beating cases and going apeshit in the courtroom, so you don't have to. Tap in with him at KingKongLawyer.com. That's KingKongLawyer.com, and lawyer up like a beast. Let's go. Venice Kush, where we at? Here we go.
I just want you to show them guns again, bro.
Oh, yeah, you got that right there.
Show them guns again, dog.
My 12? oh, 12.
12 inch
man,
pythons
what's up?
right there, dog.
Those are 16s, 8 on each side.
Now they're 12s in.
Yo, Venice Kush, all right? Check it out right here. Venice Kush. Look at that Pineapple Express pack right here. Check that out, dude.
Is this mine? I'm taking this home.
Classic lemonade right here.
Yeah,
Check this out.
good looking.
Venice
Oh,
Kush,
yeah,
your
we
go-to cannabis shop on the Venice Beach Boardwalk, all right? Find them at 1827 Oceanfront Walk, right
don't
next
pull
to
my
the
arm.
Marathon Burger, right? Call 424-238-5476 or follow them at Venice Kush Shop on Instagram for the latest drops, all right? Check this out. If you mention Hood Stocks, you'll get a free gram of flour. That gangsta package, right? It's part of that gangsta package at Venice Kush, all right? So hit up Venice Kush. Get it cracking, all right? Hey, it's officially a buyer's market. Home prices are softer, and that means opportunity. Okay, if you're a homeowner, now's the time to consolidate debt before your property value drops. Now, if you're looking to buy, get pre-approved so you can strike fast when this deal hits, all right? Andrew Quesada and his team at Prime Equity Mortgage work with 50 plus banks and have helped thousands of families in the last 15 years, all right? So call them today at 626-825-6565, or you can follow them on Instagram and TikTok at ANDREWQUEZADA.homeloans. It's that simple, okay? Hey, shout out to Lux Tattoos. Hit them up for that fresh inks. That's at LUXX_tattoos_ on Instagram, all right? Hey, Cali Peptides, your trusted source for premium peptides. Unlock your potential with high quality peptides you can count on, all right? Visit CaliPeptideSource.com and experience purity, potency, and performance you could trust, right? So hit up our boy Vince. You could call him and text him at 714-269-1900. That's Cali Peptides, all right? Check this out. This weekend, History in the Making, Crazy Cat presents the first women's lowrider Vikla and tattoo show, all right? When? It's September 14th, 2025. It's from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. It's at the Ontario Convention Center in the IE. There's lowriders, Viklas, Inc., Queens, and don't miss this first ever event celebrating the culture, style, artistry of women in the scene, all right? Get your tickets now at streetqueens.com. That's STREETQUEENZ.com.
Shout out to the homegirl Cat, man. Love to Cat.
Yeah. Shout out to Kat. All right, check this out. Art Driven Oscar Portrait Special. All right, guys. Tattoos. This is September and October. Oscar is showing love with exclusive portrait offers. All right, $600 any family or horror portrait, or $900 for a full day session. All right, you can contact him at 626-722-2898 or DM him on Instagram at art_driven_Oscar to book.
Yeah, and so Oscar just did the portrait of my daughter Liana on her arm that I posted on my Instagram. So if you guys see it on my Instagram, Oscar did that work, bro. Detailed, big dog shit, bro. Like, the boy's a beast, man. I can't wait for him to fucking tat on me. But I had to let my girl first because she got birthday coming up. She's turning 40 years old. You know what I mean? Old ass Janita. You know what I mean? Still got it though. You know what I mean? She still got a little fucking little pop back. You know what I mean? In the catcher's glove. You know what I mean? Shout out to my girl. I love you, baby. We got anything else done?
That's it right there.
That's it. Let's go, man. I think we're getting close. Oh, we're gonna get into the Popping Pete story. And I want to give a shout out to his sisters, his family that's in the chat right now. How do you say his last name? Montpellero? Montpellero. Montpellier. Shout out to the Montpellier family.
And when I hear that, I'm waiting for him. I'm waiting for him to chime in and give you the whole history of how that name came to be. Anytime he used that last name, anybody that knows him, he'll break it down every time. And for the life of me, I can't remember the damn.
Well, what's crazy is if you look in this chat right now, going up, you'll see that last name in this chat right now. His family, his sisters are in this chat. Oh, let me put your mic on. Sorry, Don. Go ahead.
Yo, greetings, guys. Love you guys. Much love to the Montpellier family. All of yous.
Yeah, and I hope I hope you guys are appreciating these stories, and I hope you guys are just like proud of him and what he's accomplished. Sometimes it may not have been everything that maybe you would want, but he did what the fuck he wanted to do. That man walked this earth, and every single step he took, he did what the fuck he wanted to do. And he did it his way, at his terms.
That's right.
That's Playboy Eddie. Everything he did it his way, at his terms.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man.
Popping Pete story.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Here
like,
we
come
go.
on, don't forget.
Gary, you got to get real detailed with this one, my boy.
man.
You got to get detailed with this one because
Dang.
It's important, right?
it's important, bro. It's important to the
Right.
history, bro.
Historical, right.
It's a historical
Well,
moment.
if you got a little on it too, bro, maybe
I don't
chime
remember
in.
as much as he remembers.
He was
If
there.
remembers-
You can chime
I
in, though.
remember a little bit because I remember I was outside when it happened and I ran inside,
Yeah.
but it was in Hollywood. It was in Hollywood. I don't know if it was a freestyle session or B-Boy Summit.
Yeah.
It was one of those type
One of those
events.
big events,
It was
yeah.
a big event, and it was on not a corner spot, but right there. I don't remember the street. But it's
We've
in
been to
Hollywood.
so many, I know.
Yeah.
And I remember
it wasn't How the West was won, though.
No, Hollywood.
It was something else,
Yeah,
right?
it was a different event, bro.
Yeah.
It was a different event, and I just remember Playboy Eddie and Poppin' Pete
Oh,
are
yeah,
inside
that-
getting it on.
Oh, yeah.
I ran inside, bro.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I ran inside. I was like,
yeah.
oh shit, this is history
So,
right here.
so Trip, man. So Eddie would call me, hey Shazam, let's go to this event, set it up, whatever, pick me up, get me some gear from the sponsors or whatever. We didn't have a lot, but we had a few people that would kick us down, with Clean House or West Side Clothing or whatever brands we can work out.
After you share the story, I want to talk about the business end that you guys have done in regards to brands and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's
no problem.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, no problem. And so, and if I couldn't secure it on time or whatever, I'd go out of pocket and take care of him, make sure he had some clean shoes, fresh new shoes.
But you didn't send him to Miami, sir. No, go ahead.
Yeah, I did.
All right, go ahead.
Hey,
I'm just
but,
fucking
He
with
came
you.
back with the trophy.
Hey,
he did.
Oh, he did, okay.
Before we continue this conversation, I'll let you finish. We have to talk about the Pete and Playboy Eddie. There's two different elements in popping scene, right? You have the boogalooers and you have the pop lockers. And at one point in time, we were beefing.
So what is the difference?
So Boogaloo is more flashy, more like pimp, like a pimp look. You know what I'm saying? They're real flashy and real slacks and hush
They're
puppies.
gonna kill
and-
you, Bert.
Yeah. Hey, but it's the truth, my boy. And that's here we speak the truth. We're on hood stock. This is what we do.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's more of a pimp style. Pop locking is more of a gangster style. So it's more street shit, like more raw, real in your face, like not all flashy and flamboyant.
That's why
you
I've
know
always
what I'm saying?
liked pop locking,
Hey,
bro.
homie, it's
Shit
real,
hard,
dog.
bro.
So Poppin' Pete is a part of the Boogaloo scene. Playboy Eddie is a pop locking scene, and these worlds were already colliding. We were already beefing, and I'll let you go from there, dog.
Hold on,
Go ahead.
Because
It's good, dog. It's good.
An outsider looking in, because my kids got into it. I didn't know.
Oh,
these
snap.
these fools even fucking argued on what a popper and a locker was.
Well, exactly.
Look at, am I lying?
No,
this
so as
is-
an outsider, you're like, what the fuck? I don't know. You know
Husky,
what I mean? Like,
that subject matter was exactly what sparked all of this.
thank you.
Okay, so let me start where it starts from the beginning. So Eddie would tell me what he wanted to go to, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, no problem. But Eddie, get your rest, because I know you. You're going to want to battle. I need you to be on point. We're going to go in there and handle business, whatever. Yeah, man. Like you said, yeah, Dick.
Come on, Dick. What, you think I'm not going to sleep? Yeah, no, I don't think you're going to sleep.
Like,
bro.
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Like, all right, Eddie. Well, after that conversation, he went MIA on me. I couldn't get a hold of him all week. I'm like, Eddie, oh man, come on. I already bought the tickets. I'm like, he's gonna leave me hanging. What the heck? And
Classic Playboy Eddie.
the day of, at the last minute, you coming or what? I'm like, wow, where the hell are you, Eddie? I've been trying to get a hold of you. I'm at Union Station. Come swoop me up. What the hell? I don't want to know what you're doing at Union Station, but are you good? Did you rest? A little bit. Don't worry about it. Just get down here. So I shoot down there, bro. Pick him up. He looks tired. He's got a 5 o'clock shadow. But He says, don't worry about it, man. Just take me. Let me go to the restroom, freshen up, and we'll boogie, man. We'll head over there. I said, all right. So he goes to the restroom, throws on some Playboy shirt, and freshens himself up the best he can, and we out. We head to Hollywood. We get there. As soon as we walk in, Eddie walks ahead of me. He walks in all,
the king is arrived.
Yeah. Like, right away starts, scoping everything out, seeing who's there, what's what.
And he never gave up that energy.
No.
To the last time I seen him, never gave up that energy, bro.
I'm
never faltered.
Yeah, for reals. And I'm following right behind him. All right, let him, he's in his environment, So it wasn't long from the point we got there that he ends up like getting into it with Skeeter Rabbit. Skeeter Rabbit is also a member of the Electric Boogaloos, an OG pioneer at the time. Rest in peace. And the dude's a little gangster. He was a little gangster, man. But like we know Eddie. He was bold. He didn't care. And
Eddie gangster too.
I was doing my own thing, saying hi to people, but then I seen that they were having somewhat of a heated conversation, so I went over there to see what's going on. And they were arguing about the word pop locking. Right? And Eddie's like, nah, man, pop locking is a real word. It's real. It's part of our history, at least my history. I don't care what you say, and 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 Skeeter's like, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm older than you, blah blah blah. Yeah, by a little bit, it don't matter. He's like, man, ain't you heard that song West Coast Pop Lock, man? Come on, that's proof right there.
Yeah, right.
And they just, he wouldn't back down. So Skeeter got to the point where he was getting super heated and like, I'm gonna clock your boy or something like that. I said, nah, bro, you ain't gonna do that. And he goes, well, you better, and I'm like, oh shoot. And so at this point I said, man, it's probably best, man. I said, Eddie, that's it. Nah, Shazam. And he kept going, right? I said, I couldn't stop him, so he was on a mission, to make his point, and somehow Poppin' Pete came out of nowhere and jumped into the conversation too, and started getting at Eddie. So they double teamed him, and then Eddie's like, "Hey, you know what? If you want to, what do you say to him? Something like, show me your skill. Let's take it to the dance floor or something like let that talk for us. Yeah. I'll battle you right now." He called him out on the spot. And Pete looked at him like, hey, you must be crazy. Yeah, you, come on, let's go right now. All right. Because Pete had his whole crew and people and students and everybody there. So somebody ran off to tell the announcer, and the announcer made an announcement about it. And
what year is this? I'm sorry, bro.
Oh, bro.
This is 2000s, bro.
2000s?
Yeah, it was early 2000s.
Okay.
It was
before
like
5.
Yeah, before 5. It had to be like 04, maybe.
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is essentially Eddie's most epic battle ever. Even though he battled guys of that guy's level in the past, but because of Poppin' Pete's popularity
And the time
of during that era when they were king of the popping world at that time, for whatever reason, and the pop lockers, LA pop lockers, were fighting for their recognition, and Eddie was the spokesperson for it.
Hey, bro, it's wild, bro.
He's a spokesperson for West Coast pop lockers. Playboy Eddie. I mean, I'm telling you, dog. This Eddie is that dude. He is him.
He was, and it was meant to be for him because nobody else had his balls.
Yeah.
Everyone else would just like stand in line. No, there's lockers. No, there's poppers. Like I said, because my sons were art of expression, b-boys. They were, you know what I mean? So I met a lot, and I'm in this culture. I'm just like, what? Wow, it's hip hop, but I'm saying this element of hip hop, and I'm like, what do you mean, dog? Is it not the same? And like, oh hell no, I would get like heated debates about that. I'm like, what?
Bro, it would be, like fights and shit would break out.
Oh yeah,
bro. It was
yeah.
It was wild, bro. Between poppers and boogaloos.
It was. There was a lot of tension needless to say, you know, and
This is tight. We're even thinking we back. Let's go.
yeah.
Let's go. It was fun back then.
yeah.
Yeah, what happened?
And
You guys could have gangbanging.
and the thing about the Boogaloos is, you know, they're older cats, they're OGs, man, and they
Where do they reside from?
That's a Bay Area.
Was
That's a
it?
Bay Area thing.
Yeah,
It's a Bay Area.
It's a Bay Area thing, but they think they say they influence our side as well.
Yeah, the Southern
You know,
California
Southern
side.
Cali, because it came from Fresno. It's like a Fresno thing. The Fresno, is it Fresno? What is it called?
Yeah.
The Fresno Strut.
And
or some
I was
shit?
trying
So
to.
that makes it even bigger beef.
Yeah, no, it's
Two sides of California.
Yeah, two sides of California.
Yes.
I know, and you know, from my point when documenting the poppers, I always wanted to bridge that gap and squash all that stuff because you know it's still the same dance culture, you know, but there's always going to be that little segregation of stuff, you know, when it comes to the styles, you know.
But if it was up to Eddie, and it was up to Eddie,
Yeah.
I'm not bridging the gap. One is better than the other, and that's us.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Well, we're fighting for our recognition, yeah, because they didn't
At the
acknowledge
time,
us.
at the time,
They're saying what they were saying is LA pop locking it's not a thing. It's either you lock or you pop. You can't do both. Like,
Correct.
what are you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're trying to give us our definition. We're like, fuck no, you can't give us our definition. This is what we do. This is how we do it. You know what I'm saying? And their thing is, well, where does that term come from? The fucking ghetto, bro. The ghetto fucking created that term. You know what I'm saying? LA pop lock. We're pop lockers. You know, but they want to preach what they preach because they're making money off this. It's a business thing, bro. Boogaloo is all about money. They go to Japan, they go to China, they go to Ukraine, they go Europe, they go everywhere, and they're preaching this word, Boogaloo, and they're just getting students, and they got all these followers, and they're making
Pop Lock at that time was too
and
street.
pop locking was too street.
Yeah,
It's too
yeah.
Okay,
hood.
so pop locking, and this is great, brother. I'm getting a history lesson right now, and I fucking love this, and I thank you, Burst, and I thank you, Jerry.
That fuck, you don't thank me or what the fuck?
You're like me, fucker. We're taking notes. We're taking notes, fucker. We're students right now,
My bad.
dog. Sometimes
Go
you gotta
ahead,
be student, dog. I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say, dog. But I was so the pop lockers weren't. They were so street. They weren't traveling to other
Yeah,
countries. Nothing.
we're broke. We're ghetto. We're
Yeah.
fucking, we're in our area. We're in our section.
So what happened? What happened,
Damn.
Lucky, is
I didn't know that.
the
So
Electric Boogaloos had
are they
already.
older, bro? Are they? Are
Yeah,
they
they're
older?
older.
Barely.
Barely.
These are guys that taught
Barely.
these guys are guys that taught Michael Jackson how to pop and all this shit. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? Like
okay.
they had the Hollywood connection.
Well, the
So
advantage.
they think they own this shit, then.
exactly.
Well, the advantage that they had also, they had already started traveling the world, and basically preaching their history to the world, and so there was some resentment. There was a resentment, especially here in Southern Cal. You know, there's like no way. We're the hardest hardest dudes out there, man. And we've been putting it down. And it's not even a black or Chicano thing or anything. Both, you know, everybody was part of that, and there was we have some of the hardest dudes. Even the Bay's giving us props on that, you know. And anyway, so the battle gets started, bro, and they announce it. Everybody flocks to the dance floor. I mean, they came out of everywhere. I just started looking around, and I forgot who went first. I think it was Eddie. Eddie started busting.
I want to ask you this real quick before you continue your story.
It's on YouTube, bro. You can look it up too.
Yeah, we could. Yeah. Look it up, dog.
Yeah, put it up.
Look it up. And so in the early
Playboy Eddie versus Pop and Pete.
in the early 2000s, it's a different terrain of crowd of individuals, the stilo, the dress, opposed to now in 2025. Like, these dudes are hardcore, bro. These dudes, we got originators up in that crowd right there, right? Yeah. Like, what is the dress? Like, you know what I mean? You got pop lockers, you got the boogalooers.
The boogalooers would wear.
You said pimp shit, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, look, he dressed like a pimp right there in his slacks, and you know what I'm saying?
You guys want to see it? Yeah, you want to see it?
I didn't say it, Burst said.
Hey, I'm saying, I don't give a fuck. Anybody could
Why
test me.
is
They
that?
already know what time it is with me.
No.
They already know what time it is with me. I can tell you stories.
I mean, no, they would dress in suits, you know, like almost.
So this is the actual.
This is the actual battle, bro.
This is the actual battle.
This is the actual battle.
Yeah, this is it right
So
here.
look at how Eddie's dressed and look at how Pop and Pete is dressed. And yo, shout out to Pop and Pete because I got love for Pop and Pete. You know what I mean?
No, we do.
He showed a lot of
There's
love
no
to me
hate
as
on
well,
Pop
bro.
and Pete at all.
I want to make sure I put that out there.
No, let's
Play
not.
that, bro. Play that.
Yeah,
Walk
let's
us through
Let's
this.
watch it.
Yeah.
So they announce it, and here it goes.
Yeah.
Poppin' Pete goes first.
Okay, so it's Pete that goes first. Okay.
But you see, look at their style, bro. Like they're like flashy, breaking their legs. Like it's cool, you know.
Yeah.
And then you just see Eddie come out just raw, banging on them, dog.
Yeah, it's a different.
Oh yeah.
Just a different. Look at the style, bro. The style's already different.
I love that.
And then all in the background is all his students, all his little minions and shit.
Get that shit, dog.
Yeah,
Look at
boy.
bam, bam.
I loved it because he used a lot of his old classic moves on this guy.
Oh shit, Eddie! Let's go. Broke the back on him.
No bias here.
Look at this fool.
No bias here.
Look at this fool. That's my dog right there.
Bang.
And again, that's Skeeter Rabbit in the background with the beige.
Yeah.
That's Skeeter Rabbit in the background.
Yeah,
like
with
a
the
vest.
vest.
Look at him. He gonna touch every side of that
He
stage.
went up on his tippy toes. Oh, the glide. Boom.
Hey, bam, baby.
Four corners, baby.
Hey, my boy Eddie, let's go, dog.
Oh,
He's like,
shit.
you ain't ready. You ain't ready.
That's
his money maker right there.
That's the money maker, bro. Every time he hit that move, dollars come out that slot.
Yeah.
Well, okay. And so wait, pause it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the crowd reaction? I know he's got the Poppin' Pete got more people there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
but still, people still respect shit, right?
There was-
No,
How does it work?
no,
they don't.
They don't.
So
No.
even if they think Eddie got off and he was hard, bro.
At that time, they were
No.
scared to voice
They're
it.
scared to avoid, dog. They're all minions, bro. They're all students of the game.
In fact, we had one from our side, and I'm gonna say his name, that traded on us that day.
Fuck,
Tic Tac.
No,
he's a traitor.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
He went. Why do you think Eddie called him out later?
Oh shit, I didn't know about that.
How did so explain,
I don't know.
Explain that moment, bro.
No, Tic Tac has to explain that.
He'll be here next Sunday.
Call him.
That's another OG.
Outside looking in,
I
bro.
love Tic Tac.
How-
No, but I don't know his
How was the
reasoning.
betrayal? What betrayal? What?
Because he's a pop locker, bro. He grew up with us.
Okay, but what did he do that you realized that this dude
He
betrayed
was
him?
cheering for the other side.
Oh, fuck Tic Tac! Nah, juicy fruit, bitch.
Nah, Tic Tac's a real one, dog.
Nah, he is.
Good
He is.
people, bro.
I got love for him. Sorry, Tic Tac.
It's not on that level.
It's all
Delicious.
I got the flyer.
I ain't never buy that Tic Tac again in my life, bro.
Hey.
I got a bad brother. You gonna deal with it?
No. It was cool, man. We
Loyal,
were.
bro. I'm loyal, dog.
He, Eddie ended up calling him out afterwards over that.
Okay. So when Eddie did, bam. So Poppin' Pete does his thing. Crowd goes crazy.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Eddie does his thing. What does the crowd do?
There's some
clapping.
cheering, but it's not nearly as loud as and hype as the other side.
Okay, hold on,
So does that? So in a battle like that, bro, does that determine who's winning and who's not?
Nah, people know who really
No, but
won.
I'll put it to you like this: your 2006-7 Urban Underground battles. There was always a bias with the judges.
Where
Yeah,
But
that's another factor.
No,
Yeah.
but I'm saying, but even if because who was there? Oh yeah, I'm not gonna let my boy lose. He's from my crew,
Right,
from my
right,
side,
right.
type thing. Eddie rolled solo everywhere, like you know what I mean.
That's right. He didn't have people in his pocket like that.
So that's kind of like just kind of
Because he wasn't going to kiss nobody's butt.
And remember, Eddie has a strong presence about him, dog. Like people are they even though they don't say they're scared of Eddie, they just don't want to have no ties to Eddie because of how strong he is. Yeah. You know, what I mean, he's in your face, and people weren't ready for that, dog. At least the students were. Only the real ones, the pop lockers, are ready for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we're real.
And honestly, since day one, that's what I loved about Eddie. I said, Eddie's like we the same, like strong presence. They're gonna tell you the way it is, even hurt you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I loved Eddie for that. I loved Eddie for that. That's one attribute, brother, that I was just like, let him have it, Eddie. 'Cause
Yeah.
if not, I'm gonna jump in this bitch, bro.
Yeah.
Love Eddie for that, man.
Okay, so there were some claps for Eddie.
Yeah,
Eddie finished
yeah,
his
there
up.
was some.
All right, let's continue.
Let's get back
Right,
to
right.
Let's continue, guys.
Hold on. Let me do this. And
But you'll see how the crowd's silent when he's done. They
All
don't
right,
make
here we
it-
go.
Look at, no, then look at
This is the second one.
Look at all the body movement now with everybody in the background when Pete comes out. Look at
Okay.
I think this was Pete's strongest round.
Look at that.
It was a
This was Pete's strongest round because he realized he had to come back hard because of what Eddie just
He
did.
won. Look at
Bro.
there's 3 guys jumping. Dog, he won.
Bro, no, but that is such a good insight right there.
Yeah.
That's such a good insight what Jerry just said. Eddie came out so hard, bro, he knew he had to step it up.
Yes.
Okay.
And look what Eddie does.
Do it like that, Eddie!
Oh, yes.
Let's go.
So Eddie came back even harder.
Bro, pause it real quick. Pause it, bro.
All right, pause.
Bro, there's no pause in Eddie. I paused it, but there's no pause in Eddie. Bro, as soon as that dude made before he even finised, Eddie already touched
He just turned his shoulder on.
Yeah.
He just turned his shoulder.
He
That's
went to
that
the
dude
floor.
shit, dog.
I hadn't seen Eddie do the knee moves since the 20 years before that.
As far as you were concerned, his knees were fucked up, but not that day,
Not
bro.
that day, bro.
Not that day, bro.
He's like, oh, you
Eddie
wanna go
said-
there?
No, because Eddie felt that.
Yeah,
Eddie
yeah.
said, you know what? My knee, I'll deal with this shit later, but right now, this is life and death.
Yeah.
This is a life and death thing right now,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Burst. Is this life and
It
death?
sure is.
Yeah.
It
And,
sure
and
is.
the culture, bro. This is life and death. Whoever loses, bro.
Wins the
No,
like,
whoever
the
loses,
argument.
bro. Like you gotta just, Casey. I want to tell you this, dog. You gotta understand the mindset of people that are just fucking. Eddie's not even passionate, bro. It's a different word, bro, of who Eddie is with the culture and the dance and everything he does, bro. It's everything or nothing, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah. Continue, sir.
All right, here we go. So Eddie comes out, boom.
Bam. And he did the hop. You seen the hop
Oh,
in
yeah.
those drops?
Yeah. He said, "Oh, you think you flexible, bitch?"
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's behind the back, no?
Nice. And he keep going.
Look at that fool. Look at that fool.
Oh, yeah.
He's breaking
But
it
look
down.
at the skill level, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
he
look,
getting
the skill
tactical.
level is totally different, bro.
Look at that fool.
That one. Right
Oh, yeah.
there.
Backward wave.
Yep.
Still got more.
Oh, he walking.
Animating the puppet.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it goes
So
back.
that was Eddie's.
Yeah, now it's going back to Papa B. Go ahead, let it go. Let's
So,
see what.
yeah.
Oh, go ahead. You would like to say something?
No. Go for it.
Now, mind you, this guy's not a tutter, bro, but he's trying to tut right now.
He's trying to get creative
Yeah,
like
trying to
Eddie.
get creative with it because
He's trying to match. He's trying to match
Pause
him.
it. Pause it. Because Eddie was technical. And,
Yeah.
and right there in
He's
that
diverse
last
in his
one,
style.
it was technical,
Yeah.
right? You know what I mean? Like people don't. So the first one, he came out and he touched every side of the floor, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Now the second one, he came out, bro, and he was more positional, but he was really just like breaking some shit down on a technical aspect in regards to the art of pop locking.
Yes.
Well, he's trying
Okay.
to. Pete's trying to demonstrate that he can do what Eddie can do, and he's trying to, bust out with some classic moves and demonstrate that he can do the same. But even you'll see in one of the clips where Eddie glides and Pete does a little glide just to show Eddie that he can glide too if he wants,
Okay.
But he doesn't glide like Eddie glides, and he doesn't show it. He just did a little something, like.
And shout out to Heckle and Jacko for teaching Playboy Eddie how to glide.
Yeah.
The four corners, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they taught him the basics of it, and Eddie
Yeah, obviously, bro.
Eddie expanded on it.
100%, and I'm not taking anything from Eddie
Yeah.
by giving the homies credit, bro.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Ready?
Because Eddie said it, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. Eddie said it, bro. I ain't making
Hit
this
play,
shit
hit
up.
play.
All right, here we go. Round 3.
Okay, that was kind of tight how he did that leg and that little.
But look at the minions in the background, bro. They
Yeah,
feel
look
more on
at-
the floor.
For somebody needs to slap that fool with a dick. No, this fool's really not doing nothing. He's
Yeah,
got a
that's
funk.
whack.
He's like got the funky chicken leg. Like he's searching. He's
That's a
searching.
quebradita.
He's searching. I can
Yeah.
do that, bro. Yeah, I can do that, bro.
Like, what the fuck is
I can
that?
do that. 3 days up, homie, on methamphetamine, and I will be doing that right there, bro. Straight up, bro.
Oh, he's
right,
finished.
all right.
That was
Oh, that's
That was
it?
it.
Oh, wait, hold on. Pause it. Does Eddie go up again?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about what the fuck that was, bro. What the fuck was that, bro?
figure four.
So I like to use the metaphor that we have a box of tools in life, right? You know what I mean? And we run into a problem, we pull out another tool. But I think at this point, bro, he went in to look in the toolbox and there was no more tools left. Right? So he did the I call it the funky chicken or the church's chicken, bro. You know what I mean? And that shit wasn't an original recipe like KFC, dog. Like the boy Playboy Eddie likes it, bro. Or what's the one in Glendale? Dina's?
Dinah's.
Oh, come on.
Dinah's chicken.
Best fucking fried chicken in the world, Craig. Go ahead, let's go.
All right, we're going to continue.
Oh!
He's killed him with the worm, bro.
It's done. R.I.P. bro.
Come on.
Come on, pause it, bro. Pause it, bro. What the fuck?
Mopped.
What the fuck? Bro, let's see that again, dog. Play that again, bro. This dude is a beast, bro.
I know.
This dude's a beast.
Hey,
man.
did he think he was gonna
Every
come out?
time he comes in, bro, he's a fucking animal, bro.
Here it is again. He walks away.
Look at this food. Incoming.
People were
And then he did a reverse. I never seen him.
How come that dude's not jumping in the back no more?
What the fuck? Pause
That's
it.
crazy.
Pause it. I've never, bro. I can do the worm, but laying on my back, bro. I don't give a fuck what age I was at.
That was one of his legendary
On the
moves,
back,
bro.
reverse worm. I've never seen a reverse worm in my life, bro. Eddie is a fucking nut, bro.
Yeah.
And he's off no fucking sleep, bro. Can you imagine if he slept on? You know what I mean?
I know. He used to tell me he was better like that.
Yeah. Let's go. Go get
let's
into it,
go.
bro. Look at that fool. Work it, my dog. Damn, he's breaking it
Damn,
down.
with those nasty
he's breaking
ticks,
it down,
bro.
with them ticks.
Oh.
Damn.
Ooh, the Twisto Flex. He was king at that one.
Yeah. Okay.
There's that
stop this.
goofball, that
Homeboy, stop
goofball
him.
announcer right there.
Yeah.
He had to save him.
Well, you think about it. What Eddie did right there is he matched his time.
He tried to cut him off right there.
Oh, did he try to cut him
Yeah.
off?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because Eddie was showing out. He
Yeah.
was
Dog, That
representing.
fool was fucking twirling his leg for fucking 45 seconds, and he comes out with the fucking worm and reverses it. Dog.
Bro, a reverse worm, bro.
You got to show the politics if we have time.
Yeah, no, let's do it. Yeah.
The politics
Let's
battle.
see. So whatever this
That
dude
went
said.
down in Miami. I think it was a pro-am politics.
Probably they're gonna tic tac right there.
Where
So,
is
Wait,
he?
stop. Pause.
Tic Tac.
There's the proof.
That's tic tac right there.
Wait, who's that?
Tic tac. He's another OG homie of ours, dog.
That would no. That was the proof of him rooting for the other dude.
Yes. Hey, we'll talk about it later. Tic Tac. I love you, bro, but that day, nah, forget about it.
Yeah, I'm on Eddie's side.
So he basically is announcing that the winner.
What is he announcing?
Right?
Play it. Who's
Maybe
this
he's not
guy?
announcing. Maybe
Who's
he's
this
just
guy?
giving him props. Maybe
Okay.
he's
Oh,
just
giving
giving
him
him
props.
props. Maybe he's just giving him
You
props.
were
Maybe
there.
Maybe, yeah.
You were there,
Maybe
right?
he's just giving him props. You know?
Nah,
Jerry's like, fuck that. Jerry's like,
you already said fuck him and all that. Nah, I'm not doing that.
I don't
Nah,
know.
Tic Tac's a homie, dog.
Yeah, for sure.
No, he is, man. We rocked some shows with him and stuff.
Oh yeah, well no, I don't see that right there in the back.
Well, let's
Like,
pause it.
yeah, I
That's
see.
Tic
you
Tac
saw
right
that?
there.
Yeah.
The brother.
Yeah, no,
the
the
brother.
No, the ball dude in the back.
This fool right here, right
The
here,
ball
right here.
in the back.
Okay.
Right
What?
Right there. Look right there.
What's his ethnic background?
Chicano.
Chicano.
Damn.
All right,
bro.
look at see the guy with the long hair next to him.
Yeah, right here.
That's Coco. He's in the movie Colors.
He looked like he in the movie Mask right
and
there.
You know the movie Colors when Gerardo, when the house is getting shot up.
Yeah.
There's a drive-by and there's foods popping.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah, that's Coco. He's the one that's in the movie Colors.
No, I know, but he don't look like Coco right
Yeah, that's
there.
Coco right
He
there.
looked
bro.
like he got a bad
You
case
know,
of
there's
Down
two Cocos.
syndrome right there.
No, I know.
There's little Coco,
I know
which is
the
our crew,
other
and then
Coco.
That's that Coco.
Yeah. But we'll probably see him tomorrow at Homeland.
Oh yeah, let everybody know to go to Homeland.
Yeah,
too,
we'll announce it before.
Yeah, we'll
before
announce
we head
that
out.
before we end on.
All right,
Okay,
so
so
here we
there you
go.
go.
So
That's Legend right
Oh
there.
yeah, you're right. That's him.
That's Little Pete right there.
That little dude jumping up.
Yeah,
and down?
that's Poppy Pete's son.
so they
Okay.
just claim that.
They just claimed that he won.
Oh,
Pete
that's
won?
horse shit.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
So,
just came-
so
that's
horseshit.
real quick,
Let's talk about the politics.
yeah. Well, before we move on from that one, so what happened over time, as more and more people watched the video and all that boogaloo hype kind of died out a little bit, people started realizing, yeah, that Eddie won that.
When they started
that
watching it
yeah,
back.
yeah. So
of course.
now, our homeboy Wave-O-Matic best articulated why Eddie won in the video. I don't know if I have it on YouTube or
She
not.
broke it down.
Yeah, and he did a good job about it, and it was true. It was absolutely true, and Eddie deserved it. He earned it, and it doesn't take anything away from the legendary Electric Boogaloos or Pete, who's a legend himself.
They're battles.
They're battles, man, and Eddie stepped up to the plate that day, and that's that.
Eddie's my boy.
Rest in peace, Wavo too. Gotta say that.
Rest in peace, Wavo. Yeah.
Eddie's my boy, bro, but I put myself in the crowd sometimes, even if I'm not there in this video, I put myself in the crowd, right? You know what I mean? And like if I was there, like, come on, every time Eddie, after dude finished and Eddie came out, Like he came out like fucking swinging for the fences, baby. They did the knee thing and then the reverse worm.
yeah.
Like the boy was coming out to fucking kill. And when you see that intensity in one man, and it can be in anything, it can be in sports. I mean, pop locking, that's a sport too. You know what I mean? Shit, I can't do that shit, but I can play a little bit of basketball. But anyways. You know, the aggressive, I think if I was in that crowd, I'd been like, damn, this is one badass. And they would think he's Mexican, right? You know what I mean? Even though he's Cuban, correct? Right? But I would be like, damn, that's one badass fucking, the homie right there. But what politics, what I wanted to ask you is, since Poppin' Pete, like, did this ever come to effect in regards to like, nah, I ain't respect Playboy Eddie. Poppin' Pete, I ain't respect Playboy. That fool's a Mexican, you know what I mean? From LA, you know what I mean? There's no way he could be better than me. I mean, were those type of politics back then in the scene?
Somewhat, yeah. I mean, it's going to continue. I would imagine, you know. Although I don't know, maybe I haven't been around the new generation as much in recent times, but I'm hoping things have changed.
You know what? The time has changed. Boogalooers and poppers, they work together more. Mm-hmm. A lot of boogalooers transition their styles, and they're doing more animated style, tutting, waving, you know, instead of just doing the jiggly legs and the crazy footwork, you know what I'm saying? They're actually popping in their style now.
Yeah.
So the beef that used to be I don't think it's there anymore. Now it's like everybody's just kind of working together now. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody just kind of embraces each other.
Right.
Like it's like who's more popular on Instagram now?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's not. It doesn't come to the technicalities of things anymore. It's who's more popular on Instagram, who has the most views, who does this, who does that, who's traveling the most.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you go to these other countries, and they absorb our lifestyle, kind of like how they took the Chicano culture, like in Japan and China and all that. You know what I mean? They got the Charlie Browns and the Cortez and the Lowriders, and they embrace it because whoever goes out there and shows them that style, right? The same thing with popping. It's the exact same thing, just a different style.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's who's exposing them to the culture.
And so back then, though, bro, I mean, we're kind of like blacks owning the dance scene, like hip hop is owned the hip hop scene.
No,
Nah, I don't think so, bro.
Like never on that level.
Nah, it's never. I think a lot of the blacks and the Rasta, they work together. Like we're cool with each other, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I'm not trying to create no division on this.
No.
But I really want to know, bro.
There are categories where the blacks stay with the blacks and the browns stay with the browns. You know what I mean? And but. Like now, it's like we're all together, bro. Like there's no color. There's no color.
And that was the beauty. That was the beauty of the culture.
That, though?
Huh?
Doesn't the dance predate when that kind of shift changed in LA though? Right, because we're talking late 70s, early 80s. We're talking the shift of the separation, like maybe 90, 89, 90, right? And dancing was already going since the 70s.
Yeah.
The popping, locking.
Yeah.
So I think it was before that, like it hadn't been affected yet.
Right.
I'm wondering if that would have really affected it.
I think the streets had a lot to do with it,
yeah,
bro. Because
right.
a lot of dancers, bro, they're from righteous neighborhoods. Like a lot of these dancers, they're from neighborhoods.
Yeah, Playboy Eddie from
you know what I'm
Avenues.
saying? In the 80s, I mean, they were dancing there. I mean, in the 70s, they were dancing. In the 80s, gang bang came real hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
And
then
when
drugs.
when it died out, a lot of them went back to banging.
You know what I'm saying? Drugs came
Or
real bad and
drugs.
took all these fools out. You know what I'm saying? And not to the 90s it started to pick back up again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to give a quick shout out to Terry, Playboy Eddie's sister, and she corrected it. And Playboy Eddie is Cuban Mexican.
Cuban Mexican.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
His
he's
mom
Alza.
was
He's Alza.
Mexican,
Alza.
and his father was Cuban.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Oh,
it's cool, man.
let's open up phone calls.
Wait, so how did
Yeah,
Eddie
yeah,
feel
let's do
after
it.
that battle? Tell me.
Oh,
Yeah.
he was he felt good about it, but he was asking, what do you think, Shazam? Man, he realized that the crowd was overhyping the other side, you know,
Yeah.
but he was bothered, but not that much, you know. Like he was like, whatever, man. It's not expected. He goes, I know I won anyways.
That sounds like him too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what?
He mopped him on the argument.
Oh,
He
for real.
Eddie fucking gave it to him.
Yeah, and later on he did get his props for it. And even now that that video is viral and epic, you know, people recognize that Eddie took that battle.
That video's about to resurface all over again.
Yeah,
We're
for
gonna see
sure.
it all over social media again.
And you know what? I want to make an announcement right here too. Go ahead, Casey. Do your job, baby. There you go.
I'm not
I
going to do
want
it.
to. I want. I want to make it. Love you, dog. Casey, I love you, Pepita. Okay, Sophia. We have Playboy Eddie's tablet that he left here, right? And you weren't able to return it to him, or what happened?
Oh, I couldn't find it. I haven't even looked. I was
okay.
babysitting.
We might have Playboy Eddie's tablet, and if
have
Casey,
to find it.
yeah, if Casey finds it, it's getting sent to you, girl. You know what I mean?
Cool.
You know, so you can just look into it probably has like a lot of his shit in it. I mean,
Yeah, I never opened it. So last time Eddie was here, he left it. And then I gave him my address. I told him I'm here every time. And I told him what buses to take. Take the 106, get off right here.
yeah.
And he just never came. As much as I called him and I told him, I'm here right now, Eddie, come. He's like, okay, I'm going to come. And he never came. And
Let's open up the. Do we have something before we open the phone line? Are you guys good with the phone line right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so Jacko's not coming.
Yeah, Jacko can't make it after all, bro. He
Okay.
shot me a message.
Fucking Jacko, get your life together, bro. That's just coming from me. No one of these other dudes. Yeah, let's open the phone line. You guys want to get some phone calls right here?
Yeah.
Share some Playboy Eddie stories,
Right
if you
on.
got any. Ask any of these guys questions about the culture, pop locking, all that good shit. You know, we got some veterans up in this mug.
Yes,
You
sir.
know? Yes, sir. Yeah. And so if you'd like to call any minute.
people are figuring out how to do People are asking how they could support.
Yeah, he's got a GoFundMe, and it's actually on my Instagram bio. Let me do this right here. You're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
What up, Lucky?
What's up, my boy?
Cracking, man. This is dope, man. This is dope ass fucking podcast right here, man. Fucking all right, rest in peace, fucking Playboy Eddie.
Yeah, rest in peace, that boy.
But man, I'm a little upset because I know Tic Tac and seeing that, I'm like, man, because he was my neighbor in Ballin Park. But yeah, he actually showed me a couple of little moves here and there. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, fucking, hey, man, you guys have a good night.
You too, brother.
Have a
Appreciate
good
your
night,
phone
brother.
call. Yeah. Eddie, man. Where's Eddie? Where's that? Mariachi Plaza or something?
Yeah, on his YouTube page.
Yeah.
Look
that
up
fool.
the politics versus Playboy Eddie in Miami.
Let me look it up.
Yeah? Is that somebody to look up?
That's a pro-am, no?
Pro-am, yeah.
That's a pro-am.
That's a
So that's a big battle.
He
That's
came
a big
back with a
battle.
trophy this
Miami.
big
Miami.
from winning first prize.
Is that documented?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's what.
Politics is the name of the dancer. Right?
Oh, okay. Let's get this phone call while Casey looks that up. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay.
Okay, that's it.
What's up? What's up? Hello?
Hello?
Sophia.
Sophia.
Hi, Lucky.
Hi.
Yes, sir.
Sophia, we got Playboy Eddie's daughter on the phone line right now. Give it up for Sophia, man. Such a young, beautiful, talented young lady that Playboy Eddie birthed, man. What's up, love? Talk to us. Oh, shit. She hung up. Call back. Pop, you're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
Hey, what up, Lucky? How you guys doing?
Very well, brother. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name's Adrian, homie. I go by Turtle Ninjas in the chat, big dog. Been around for a minute.
Oh, shit.
I
What's
just
up,
wanna
dog?
say,
Yeah. Thank you, brother, for calling. I don't think you've ever called. Have you called before?
Yeah, I called a few times, but I just, you know what I mean? I don't put my shit out there like that.
Go ahead.
I just want to say, big dog, you know, fucking, you put homie up on the map and
Wait, no.
Kinda
No, wait,
exposed
no, hold on. Rephrase that, bro. Eddie's always been on the map. Are you saying that I put
yeah,
him on
but
the
but what I'm saying is like,
Give him a
like
new
to
crowd.
the newer generation.
Okay. I just want you to clarify that, bro, because I got so much respect for Eddie. Eddie's been the map. You know what I mean? But go ahead.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
am I my bad, big dog? You
No,
know, but,
always, brother. But I wanted to, you know what I mean? I just wanted to be correct, bro. Go ahead.
To us younger people, like you expose us to him, and I looked him up and stuff, and you know, kind of seeing how big of a part of the culture he was, and how influential he was really cool, man. You know, and I gave you props before for sending him to New York and doing that for him, you know, because it seemed like that was like something he definitely got off the bucket list. You know what I mean? And that's really, really fucking cool that you were able to do that for homie, bro.
You know what? One thing about this platform, bro, and especially with fools that I fuck with, dog. You know what I mean? Like Playboy Eddie. Like I'm like, all right, bro. Like, let's figure out how we can utilize this platform to lift you up. You know what I mean? You know, it's not always about monetization with my friends. You know what I mean? I want to do them righteous. You know what I mean? Eddie was my friend. I want to do him righteous. So I said, hey, bro, I got this platform. He seen it. He knew it. You know what I mean? Before I even had him on. You know what I mean? Bro, if it was up to Eddie would have been on here fucking 100 times already. You know what I mean? You don't even know how much times he calls me and Casey and, you know what I mean? Hey, I'm ready.
They call his cell phone number.
Hey, Lucky, and I'll say this, bro. The reason why, like, I go at people when they're talking shit on Instagram about you or think you're the podcast is because of shit like that, bro. I know where your heart is, homie. Like, and I'll be talking shit back and forth to people. You know what I mean? Because they're fucking lame. Like, they don't know. I don't really think they watch this shit to really know what it is.
Well, you know
what I mean? And I fuck with you heavy, dog, for that reason, bro. Like,
I love you, brother.
I can see where your heart's at, dog.
Thank you, dog, so much. You know what I mean? And righteously and honestly, like, I have a good heart. I'm a dude with a good heart that's done some dumb things in my life, you know what I mean? And it's hurt a lot of different people, including my kids, you feel me? I'm faulted, bro, but I knew if I was going to have this platform, I had to be me and I had to be transparent,
bro,
you know?
Yeah, homie, and the thing is, too, is a lot of these wingless angels out here be fucking preaching shit, but they don't stand behind nothing, my boy. So, like, keep doing you, dog, and you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you're going to shine, big dog, so have a good night, big dog.
We all shining, baby. We all shining, dog. That's the point.
Hey, by the way, before you let me go, bro, so a while back ago, I messaged you about the little boys you were trying to take to Disneyland, homie. I told you I found one of the tickets on me. I'm still on that if you're ready to do it, okay?
10-4, I appreciate that, brother, and I'll reach out 100%. Shout out to them young dudes from Anaheim, man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, dog. Ninja Turtles, bro, I've not seen you forever, dog, and I appreciate your support, brother. Thank you.
Wow, homie.
All right, look. Hey, you're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Yo, I want to say rest in peace to the homie OG Playboy Eddie.
Yes, sir.
And then second of all, I want to say 18-second calentada to the homie Bubsky, OG Husky Radio for not starting me out.
Run it, homie.
He said 18. He said 18, so I'm thinking he's from 18 straight.
Oh, bro. That was, I didn't even hear what he said. Shout out Jacko hand styles.
Homie said his hood without saying his hood, bro. You know what I mean? I'll read that cryptic language like Playboy Eddie, sir. 18 seconds, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I love, brother. Hey, all right, fool. Late. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us. You're live.
Bueno.
You got the famous
collar.
Burst Rock 27 Junkies.
All day,
Smack the honey pack right now.
On the honey pack.
Let's go. These calls are coming in quick, bro. Let's get this shit, dog. Thank you guys for calling in. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hello, is this Hood Stocks?
Yes, sir. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This King Create.
King Create.
Rocking the nation. Criminal-minded artist.
There it is right there. How y'all doing?
Good, brother.
All right. I just wanted to see if I could chime in and say some good stuff for my boy right quick.
Word.
Is I'm live or?
You're live.
You're live.
You're live, brother.
Oh, I am live.
Yeah,
okay, I think I got to hold on to stuff. Okay, well, what's up, everybody that's listening, that's tuning in? Man, I've been knowing Playboy Eddie, man, since 1986.
Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been knowing him for a whole lot of years, man. I actually spoke to Eddie the night before everything took place, that he transitioned.
Yeah.
You know, so that was a very touchy thing for me, because me and him had a 15 to 20-minute conversation. And I remember I told Eddie, I said, hey, man, before we hung up, we was having a serious conversation about taking care of business and making some power moves. And I told him, I said, hey, man, before he got off, I said, you be cool, man, stay strong, keep your head up. He said, hey, man, I love you, you my brother. And I said, likewise, man. I said, hold it down. So that was that. That was the night before everything took place. But nevertheless, man, I will say this. When it comes to Eddie, you know, a lot of you guys already said it the best. Him in the dancing world, also in the art world, you know. I'm very happy that I was able to get him in the prestigious museum at the Getty.
Hey,
right on, Create.
That's right.
How does that work? What exactly does that consist of, Create?
Well, he's in this well-known book called the Getty Black Book of Friends, which is, I think, 150 graffiti artists and tattoo artists. And so I had an opportunity to pull in 25 people And I definitely made for sure I had to pull in Eddie because I wanted his history and his legacy to be seen.
Bro.
You know,
let's go, dog.
That was very important. And he, to this day, you know what I'm saying, before he transitioned, he always thanked me for that. He said, hey, Create, he said, a lot of people, they didn't give me my respect, man. He said, but you always opened up a door. I told him, I said, yeah, man. I said, that's what we have to do. We got to look out for one another.
Right on, Create.
You know.
Thank you, Greg.
So that's very important that I share that with you guys. Also, what I wanted to share was that, damn, man, it's a whole lot. But I say this. I remember me and Playboy Eddie, we was at the Radiotron that Little Caesar threw on Beverly Boulevard. And he just got out the pen. And he said, hey, Create. He said, come on, man, let's show these dudes how to get down on the floor. He said, let's go out there and battle whoever want to battle. And I was holding back. I said, I'm cool. And he said, come on, man. So I was with it because I ain't seen him in a lot of years. So, man, this was like in the early 90s. So we go out there, man, we beat these dudes. And when it was time to get the trophy, they gave us the trophy. And guess what Eddie did? Eddie said, Create. Let's do something good. I said, what you mean? He said, we're going to give the trophy to the dudes that didn't win. What? I said, man, what? I said, you want to give him the trophy? He said, yeah. And I looked at him like, I don't know about that. He said, come on, Create, man. He said, because that's going to make them better.
Oh, that's a nice story, bro.
That's right.
we ended up giving it to him.
Make them better.
Don't make them better because they lost, eh? Damn.
Yeah,
that was his purpose for battles, to elevate himself and other people, and for the art form, you know.
Correct. Yeah, definitely, man. You know what I'm saying? It's so many different stories, man. I know earlier this year I went to go see him for his birthday at his pad. Me and my wife went through there and said what's up to him.
Oh, nice.
And he told me, he said, hey, man, thank you. He said, man, you a real friend, man. He said, you know, you show up. He said, that's one thing I can say about you. I said, hey, man, that's what it's all about. He said, well, you my brother from another mother.
Right.
I said, yes, indeed, man. That's real.
Oh,
you
sweet.
Know, so, you know, my condolences to his family. But I will say one thing. I don't want to take up everybody's time because I'm pretty sure everybody got something to say. But I say this. Eddie's legacy will live on, you know what I'm saying? Because I know for a fact, you know what I'm saying, he definitely left a serious imprint, culture of hip-hop in the streets of L.A. and beyond. That's right. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, with me and whoever else, we're going to keep on showcasing his work, making for sure we represent the work correctly so when people see it, they respect his legacy and his get down, you know?
Word,
Yep.
Great. God bless you, brother.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for letting me come on here to say, you know, a little something. You know what I'm saying? Much respect and rest in power to my buddy Playboy Eddie, a.k.a. Chris Bourne.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Thank you, brother.
For sure.
Thank you for
All
this
right,
call,
y'all.
bro.
Hey, y'all be cool. Hold it down.
too,
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I see I got Pharaoh from SDP. Pharaoh, I know you're listening because you're calling right now. Give me 1 second. I'm going to call you right back, bro. But this is what I always loved about Playboy Eddie, too, that I know how it feels. Like forever, and I think we can all feel like that, forever fighting for your respect. He never stopped fighting for his respect because he wanted the respect. He wanted the ultimate respect. He wanted the godly respect. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate sometimes that we don't realize, or maybe we do. Some of us do. Some of us don't realize that. Yes, he does, and always should have been given the godly respect. You know what I mean? Does that make a little bit of sense, bro?
Yeah, maybe not the word godly, but his appropriate, you know, pioneer respect, you know, because he was that, you know, and at least from our side of town for sure, you know, and
yeah. And thank you for clarifying, brother.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because that's what I'm talking about.
Because he would give all the glory to God for his gifts.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
100%.
You know, but
to see the fight.
Oh yeah,
the fight in one man.
Well, because there was injustices and he's seen them.
He never stopped fighting. That's the point I'm trying to make, bro. Like we forever are fighting, right? As men, right? To this day, if you stop fighting, then you just laid it down. He never laid it down.
No. There was a lot of injustices out there favoritism, popularity, etc., etc. And he was going to be in their face until they recognized the truth.
Yeah. It was to the point where he was so much in their face, they tried to avoid him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was too much.
They were just trying to avoid him. It was just too much. He's just too raw. He's too real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There goes fucking Crazy Eddie. I don't want to deal with him right now because he's in your face, dog. He's going to tell you like it is. You know what I mean? He's going to test him, dog. You know what I mean? He's going to test him. Oh, you think you're bad? I'm better. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I wonder if anybody can call in that knows some of his favorite songs.
Let's get this call with Farrell real quick. Let me get this call real quick. Hey, you're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Lucky.
What's up?
Eddie told me that you was a true fighter.
The fuck out of here, dummy.
What did he say?
Nothing.
Never mind. It's not important.
We don't talk about
No
that.
habla, no habla, no
habla
speak English.
español.
Hey, Lucky. Stupid ass.
That's the same food that says, go get it, Stomps. Get it, Stomps. That's the same food.
Yeah, I want to wrestle K9 and Baby O.
Bro, how bored are you?
What's up, my boy?
Yeah, fuck that.
Hello.
Hello.
Yo, what's up, Farrell? Farrell STP.
What's up,
Everybody
bud?
give it up.
What up?
Yeah, calling you back, bro. Talk to us.
Hey, it's dope what you're doing, Lucky. That you're showing some fucking love to him. Like, you know, a lot of people always talk shit about Eddie, but Eddie was an icon, a legend, a mentor to me and a lot of people. And, you know, just it's a beautiful thing to see you do it. Husky out there, Burst, all these people that came together just to show Eddie love. You know, it's kind of like his funeral. I don't want to say it like that, but it's really dope to see it. I met Eddie when I was 12 years old. He would take us to go paint windows, to do like the Christmas shit. And he would give us like $20-$30 and shit. And, you know, he put a can in my hand. And he was very influential in my graffiti career. He gave me a lot of walls as I grew in the graffiti culture, like, you know, the Highland Park, the bank wall, you know, the one behind Chase, and then the world famous Chico's, where we were able to redo the jalapeno and do a tribute there.
Yeah,
you know,
Chico's.
to the community. And all because Eddie trusted me. Chris was giving us this opportunity, SDP, to go to the next level like he did to a lot of people, not just in graffiti, but in, you know, the popping. And, you know, he was a good dude. He's going to be missed, you know?
Yeah.
But it's dope to see everybody showing him love. And he would love it. He would be going crazy right here.
Bro, if we didn't do this little shit like this for him, bro,
He'd be pissed.
he'd be like, man, fuck you, Lucky, fuck you, Jerry, fuck Burst, fuck Bubs, and fuck
He would cut
Pepita.
somebody out.
Yeah, bro. Eddie would be mad, bro, if we weren't right here talking about his crazy ass, dog. I mean, he loved this shit.
When we did his mural, because he gave me the wall in the Triumph Optical, and he was so pissed at us for putting his face on there. He said, you don't put a person who's alive's face on a wall. Let's do it when I die. You know, so I'm going to do it somewhere in Highland Park, but, you know, just for him to see it himself with Jekyll, it's an honor to be able to do that. You know,
That's dope. So you were part of that mural, my G?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
Thunder, me, Savick, a bunch of us were able to do that.
Sick, bro.
Hey,
you know,
Pharaoh, I'm
crazy
glad
story
you
with
brought
that
that
mural.
up, dog, because I was going to say that's my next thing. It would be dope if you guys can really put a mural together of Eddie in Highland Park, dog.
Right, with the
You know,
boombox.
you know what I'm saying? That would be super
are.
dope if you guys can make that happen, dog.
Yeah, we are.
Hell yeah,
I mean,
bro.
this is Pharaoh
I
from
want to be there right
STV,
there,
bro.
dog. Hell yeah, I know.
That ain't
What up,
nothing,
Pharaoh?
bro.
That's
Do you
right.
want?
Come on, Pharaoh.
Hell yeah, dog. That shit would be super dope, my boy.
And shit.
It'd be
And
sick.
then more so like a popper event. People, like, he was always trying to bring people together, unity. One thing that I always remember, 1990, they did a wall, Bird's Liquor, on 46 in York. And we came over there, and when we get there, all the cops are there. They got all these big graffiti artists, you know, like Pride, him, 125, the KOKs. And he was, like, more worried about me and my friend getting busted. You know, he's like, yeah, like, go. And, you know, he was really influential bringing people together. You know, that was what he was about, I think, you know?
Yeah, hell yeah.
And his daughter. And, you know, I call him every Father's Day because nobody else is calling on Father's Day. And, you know, he was just ranting about his daughter going to college. And he was so proud. She wasn't going to be like me and him.
So it's a beautiful thing. Shout out to Sophia too, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I love it. I love Lucky. I
All
appreciate
love,
this
Pharaoh.
shit,
You know what we
That's right.
do, baby.
Hell yeah.
It's always all
I know,
love, bro.
We'll
Yeah.
be getting together soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, we will.
Do this for him.
Pharaoh.
Shout out to Husky over there too.
Nah, te la
Look at all
lavas.
fucking sexy with that shit. Hey, you get 18, fool. You get 18.
Hey, don't call me later.
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna send you pictures.
Okay, so
All right. Hey, all love, Lucky.
all
Keep
love,
going.
bro. Appreciate you, dog. Pharaoh STP,
All
everybody.
right, Pharaoh.
Okay, so they said I see the chat. This is the number that's been calling repeatedly, so I think it might be Sophia.
Okay.
Excuse me.
I think it's a 619 number.
Hello.
Oh, hey, you've been calling repeatedly. Is this Sophia? No, it's not, right? Who is
Nah,
this?
homie, nah. What the fuck, bro? It's not, bro. But man, I don't want to take too much of your time. So
You're good,
sorry
brother.
to come calling, bro. But hey, every time he would come on your show, he would shout me out, bro. Like I'm nasty, dog. You know what I mean? So he would shout me out, dog. You know what I mean? And
Oh, that's
my
right.
boy right there. He has my number, bro, and I was shooting 50 phones every now and then. He would hit me up, dog. Man, but that's my boy, dog. Rest in peace, Playboy Eddie.
Rest in peace, Playboy. Appreciate
All
you
right.
calling in.
All right, Rick, take it easy.
You got that number right there? Look, I think I got it right
Yeah,
here.
no, I got it right here, bro.
All right.
Let me do it.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
That's
At the
Soph-
tone,
That's Sophia right there. Let me try calling again. What did she sent me a text. Oh, she's in and out of service. Yeah, so she's in an area where she's in and out of service. So let's see if we get her right here.
your call has been forwarded to
Yeah,
voicemail.
so Sophia texted me that she's in and out of service, and now here is, well, fuck it, Terry. Now Terry, his other sister's texting me. Let's talk to Terry.
Hello?
What's up, Terry? You're live on Hood Stocks.
Hey, yeah, it's Terry. I think you're trying to get a hold of Sophia.
Yeah, she. I guess she's in bad reception right now, so I tried calling her. She's going to voicemail.
Okay. Well, I'm watching you guys. Thank you so much, all of you guys. It's really touching to hear all these awesome stories and all the positive vibes that we're getting. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Condolences, Terry.
Thank you.
Yeah, bless.
Condolences.
Yeah, you guys stay strong, be strong, and yeah, his boy's legacy is gonna live on for fucking
Absolutely.
decades. You know what I mean? You know, so
Yeah.
okay, yeah. So
And thank you so much.
Yeah, we were trying to call Sophia. So Sophia, you were saying calling, but we're not getting on this end. So I think it's what when she calls me and I call her, it's going to voicemail because she's got bad reception.
That's weird. I was just texting her. I'm texting her back and forth.
Well, I got a text
But,
message
yeah.
from her right now too, and I tried calling her. You see me live on the podcast. But anyways, Terry, we'll talk to you later. Enjoy the podcast. Blessings to you. You stay strong, all right?
All right. All right. Thank you, guys.
Okay, Terry. Bye. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hey, I just want to send a shout out to Playboy Eddie. This is Grand King Create's wife. I just wanted to send a shout out to Eddie and his family, to Sophia. I do have footage that you guys would love to see. He's popping, and he was at the B-Boy Summit. It's one of the B-Boy Summits. And he got out there, and I just wanted to say that he's battling all y'all right now in the spirit. I just wanted to send that out. And thank you guys for the podcast. Much love to all y'all.
Yeah, thank you for calling.
Yeah, appreciate you. Thank you.
Blessings.
Yes. Okay, hold on. I see my boy Mondo Medina calling me right now. Mr. fucking Gentrification. He's been had the lead. Hey, Lucky, I wanted to call Eddie. I mean Mondo. Mondo Medina.
And if anybody The GoFundMe is on the description of this video, guys.
Oh, perfect.
Mondo, what's up, dog?
What's up, dog? Can I say something about Eddie, dog?
Yeah, you're live right now, brother. I just called you on the live, doggy.
Oh, cool. So am I on? I can't hear you. All right. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, dog. So, yeah, I was doing a little documentary on the theater, the Culebra Park, and the walls behind Chase. And back in the 90s, there was a group called the Rewatch. I forget what they're called, but they were looking for artists to do the Culebra Park, and they found Eddie in the river doing graffiti and shit, and they wanted him to do more work, and so they paid him to do work behind the Chase wall right there. Yeah, so he was responsible for all the artwork in the early days, you know, not excluding the popping, you know. But yeah, he was just a very influential person in Highland Park, Northeast LA. Yeah, he pretty much started everything about hip hop back then.
Yeah, because you the same age as him too, huh, Mondo?
Yeah, I grew up with him. Yeah. I mean, I remember like we're back in high school. You hear about Playboy Eddie popping and shit, and there'd be, you know, people battling and shit, Pumpkin and Heckle Night, and yeah, it was pretty crazy back then. But yeah.
And so, if anybody knows the landscape of like Highland Park in the '90s, most of those walls, like the dude was getting busy. Well, maybe it was 2000s. I'm thinking about right now. 2000s. Most of those walls were fucking Alza Signs, which is Playboy Eddie. You know, like his work has like, damn. I was thinking about it like that. Fuck, that fool was doing good for a second.
Yeah, he was.
He had a lot of walls.
He was really killing it. Like that, bro owns more walls in Highland Park than any other artist.
East LA too.
Sure.
East LA, South LA. He got around.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all his walls. There was a point where like they would erase it and shit, and he'll come back the next day and fucking
he'd come back like a battle, bro. You know what I mean? You erase my wall, I'm putting this banana back up. You know what I mean?
That's for sure.
Yeah, he'll be missed. Oh yeah, he was I mean, he was a great man. I'm seriously. Man, in hip hop in Highland Park, I mean, he was my inspiration because I used to DJ back in the day, LA Style, but.
LA Styles. Tell a little bit about your history, Mondo. You got an interesting history.
Oh yeah, I remember LA Style.
Yeah, this is Mondo
Damn.
Medina. And he's been leading the charge in Highland Park with gentrification. Like, bro, he's
nice.
He's that dude, right, Mondo?
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up what's been happening in our community because, like, you know, it used to be a Latino community, but now it's like all these fucking rich white folks that, you know, look at you like you don't belong and shit. It's an interesting dynamic where, like, you know, growing up in the 80s, 70s, and 90s, like, how everything changed. And, like, right now, like the houses are worth, like, $1.5 million. You know, it's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 900 square feet. You know, the rent in Highland Park is, like, $3,000. So, I mean, it's just, like, growing up in Highland Park from 70s into now, it's just like it's fucked up because, you know, they're getting rid of our Latino community, and you know that's what I do. I can speak about it and shit. But
you're kind of like playing it a little bit down. Like Mondo's that dude, bro. Mondo Medina, this dude that we're talking to right now. His legacy, you know what I mean. When he meets his demise, will be celebrated, bro. This dude right here is a big time big time activist in Highland Park. You know what I mean?
Props to you, brother.
Yeah, and I know this dude like super, like really good. Like we used to fucking kick it, bro, hard, bro. And we used to have a good time and shit. But anyways, and Mondo, I want to ask you a question, bro. Since you've been on this journey with fighting against gentrification, you've been trying to protect walls, bro, of artwork in the neighborhood. I mean, there's so many levels and so many layers of you in which you've been trying to protect. I mean, you take care of homeless students in Northeast Los Angeles. Like this dude has a plethora of things that he is involved in. He has his hand in. He's the dude leading the fucking pack. What have you learned from this gentrification, bro?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, money, dog. I mean, the money is just too fucking much. You can't fight that fucking money, dog. It's just, I mean, the more you fight against it, the more money they throw at it, you know? It's just,
I'll tell you what I've learned in the gentrification. What I've learned in the gentrification, bro, is don't rent, buy, bro. Find a way to stick your roots so far deep in the soil, bro, that they can't uproot you, which is the definition of gentrification. You know what I mean? You know, don't be a renter, be a fucking buyer. Find a way. You know what I mean? I know it's easier said than done. You know, but that's what I've learned. You know what I mean? And that's a lesson to people.
No, yeah, and it goes back to like growing up in the 70s and 80s. Like when I was in high school at Franklin, like, you know, they didn't teach us how to, like, you know, about credit and shit. You know, they didn't teach us how to
still not,
start
bro.
a business. Yeah, to this day, right? Like they don't want us to learn that shit. Like they don't want us to learn how to invest and how to buy a house and shit. So that's how, you know, they got us and shit because, you know, we're not educated about, you know, buying the block, right? They're just like, they don't want us to go there at that route. Like, they don't want us to invest in our community and shit. Especially in the 80s, because I remember there was the little office, accounting office, you know, and you don't want to go in there to go to college, right? But people were doing stupid shit. But, yeah, I mean, back in the 80s, like when Eddie was around, we should just party and shit, right? I mean, my next door neighbor was Richard Vision, and, you know, we should just house party.
Richard Humpty Vision, right? Yeah. Power on six, right?
He's an Australian cat.
Yeah. So I grew up with Richard, and yeah, I mean, back in the day, it was just all about partying and shit, huh? Like, you know, house parties, Disney parties, you know, pop blocks, Eddie.
That's what they wanted.
And that's one thing Eddie did, bro. Eddie never left the 80s and the 90s. He never left it.
Yeah.
He took it with him to his dying day, bro. He never left it. He never entered, bro, 2025, 2024. There's a point in, and this is me, this is my perspective. There's a point, Eddie never left the fucking 80s and the 90s. He took that with him because when you seen him, that's like 80s and the 90s.
That's how it goes back to what I said. People weren't ready for him, dog.
No.
Because he just had that with him all the time.
He never switched up.
Yeah, never switched it up. It was him.
Yeah, like he never, like, all right, this shit might be a little too rough for these young kids. He still gave him the smoke, bro. Yeah. And these little kids pop locking in front of trees in pajamas, bro. You know what I mean?
That's what it is now, dog.
Yeah, they were just
bedhead.
they were just like, oh man, this is like a bad uncle right here. My dad beat me when I grew up. I'm having flashbacks.
Right? Nah, whenever you see him on the streets, he always had that book of his graffiti art and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Check it out, dog. Check it out on artwork I just did it last night, blah, blah, blah. Nah, he was great, dog. And you know what? I'm going to make sure that Eddie gets a mural behind the park, dog.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Yeah. And this is the dude that's doing it. This is the dude that we're doing.
That's what we're talking about.
Let's get it done. Let's get it done, and let's document it here on Hoodstocks, bro. Not for monetization, but for the, you know what I mean? For the
culture.
For the culture. For that. I mean, bro, this has got to be documented. If it's documented anywhere, we got to document on Hoodstocks. That's all I'm saying, dog.
Hey, bro, that's when you know you made it, dog. That's when you know you're that guy. If you get a mural in your city, you did something right, bro. Like, you did something to impact this world.
Right.
He deserves
it. He deserved it. And more.
Nella. He was always Nella. Nella forever, you know?
Yeah, he deserves it.
He has to have a mural in Hunter Park. He has
to, bro. Where do you think the mural's going to be at, Mondo? What do you think? What building do you think?
That's a great question. We got to find a wall, dog.
The theater.
And so how does it work? How does it work now, Mondo? Because I know you were fighting. There was one point Mondo was fighting these hipsters. They were putting like cactuses. They're erasing murals, bro. Like old school murals, bro. Like culture shit, bro. Yeah. And then they all of a sudden, right, Mondo? They're putting up cactuses and some bitch ass shit.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, hipsters and shit. Yeah, dog. It's all fucking crazy. But you know what, dog? At this point, because what they were doing was they would just put the mural up, right? Because they don't know the process. So I'm like, well, fuck it. We'll just do it the same way because you got to go through cultural fairs and shit and all this bullshit.
The city, right?
But you know what? Yeah, I mean, we just find a wall and put the mural up, and like, where, you know, nobody's gonna touch that shit. Nobody, you know, unless you make a complaint. But yeah, I mean, if we get a wall that some the business or whatever it is, they agree to it. Just put it up. I mean, it's going to take people to complain about it, but they're not going to complain to the cultural fairs. I mean, we'll just do it. We'll make it happen.
There you go, Mondo. Mondo Medina. Everybody give it for Mondo Medina, man.
Oh, yeah,
keep doing your thing, brother. Power to the people, man. Appreciate you, dog.
Thank you, Lucky. Appreciate it. I mean, man, when I saw you and Eddie on there, I'm like, God, this is fucking great, dog. And it was it was good. But, you know, thank you for letting me speak. Love you guys, and yeah, let's get that mirror up as soon as possible.
Hell yeah.
There you go, man. Mono Medina, everybody. We on.
Awesome.
Yeah. So,
you want to watch this battle real quick?
Yeah, let's watch this battle, and then we'll get some closing. We'll
I
get some.
said, do you want to battle real quick?
Yeah.
I was like, who we battling?
Yeah, what the fuck? Eddie just popped up?
I'm 2 shots in, homie.
The finale right here.
The finale.
He comes hard on this one.
So this is the politics and Playboy Eddie battle right here in Miami. I don't know. Is Eddie in the red?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I told him.
That's Eddie right there.
Oh, that was, okay. That was black.
I told him, make sure you float across the whole
Wait,
damn place.
Pause it real quick. Pause it, and then I want you to rewind it. What year is this?
2003. It says
2003, yeah.
2003. And so you were still his manager.
Oh, yeah. That's when we were just getting started right there.
Okay, let's go.
Here it is.
He was in touch with Speedy Legs from out there, and they're like, "Are you coming out, Eddie? Are you coming out?" Oh yeah, Style Elements, yeah. He goes, "Yeah, oh yeah, man." Then he hits me up about it, so I said, "All right, but you better come back with the trophy, dog." Sure enough, he did.
Hey, is Pro-Am before Red Bull?
Yeah, way before.
Way before Red Bull.
Yeah,
right?
Red Bull didn't come back until like the late 2000s, bro.
All right.
Boy, getting his thing in.
Oh yeah, he came out with all his best right here. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, dog.
Hitting hard. Yeah, but he had so much space to work with, and he occupied it. The other guy barely, but Eddie would occupy that whole space and go out there.
Okay, so this is who's coming up next.
It should be politics.
That's politics.
Yeah, politics.
Is this guy still around?
Yeah, he's around. I think I don't hear much of him.
The fuck's he doing?
Casey said,
Okay. Now we're seeing the same dude's thing, though. I mean,
So you could tell by the hat too. He caters to like a boogaloo style as well too, by the style of hat he wears. You could tell in the dress style that people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think this was his best round right there. and look at Eddie. Just watch Eddie. Does it have the sound? Okay. No.
You don't hear it?
No. Watch Eddie's face, man. It's hilarious.
It's taking up the whole floor. Okay.
That's
Rewind that. Let's watch that again, bro. What would you say?
He was offended.
What is going on with Eddie right here, bro?
Because he's watching him, expecting him to come with something.
And so, what is he doing with his mouth right there, bro? He's like, fuck, that's all you got?
Exactly.
Let's go play it.
Eddie wasn't even impressed by it. He goes,
That's
it.
What the fuck?
He goes, man, I'm going to let you have it right now. Look at him. Oh,
beast, bro.
Came hard.
Beast. Look at that fool. Fuck. Beast, bro. Boy's a beast.
All the way
homie.
down. Boom, 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 boom. Damn. Just.
Yeah, so you're in Highland Park, El Sereno. This is a dude you're looking up to, dog. Like, damn, look at this dude. You know what I mean? Legendary.
Because he's a beast, bro. Oh. He's an animal.
Those nasty tuts. Oh, yeah. He's.
That fucking initial fucking face expression is classic, bro. Yeah, that's all you got. and that, bro, just that. If that's 2 seconds or a second of video space, bro, like that is the definition of Playboy Eddie. Yeah. That face look right there. Like that's all the fuck you got.
That was dope. So all right, so this dude's gonna come with the heat apparently.
You're supposed to.
What the fuck is that? I can do that.
What's up with these moves? What are these called, Burst?
I don't know, the funky chicken.
Okay. He trying to work the floor like Playboy Eddie, but he's just now stuck on an island.
Yep.
No, whoever did that is legit, bro. They feel what we feeling right now. Like, nah. Like, bro, he's the Rocky of motherfucking of pop locking, bro. Look at him play, bro. Like, you know what the fuck?
Nope.
And no disrespect to politics, but you think you want these dudes coming into these organized battles and coming like that at you? You know what I mean? Where you could win with that old style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These coming with this street shit. Like how the hell do I answer that? You know?
Okay,
this
so
dude
pause
did some
it real quick.
crazy
Let's
shit.
get little,
Yeah.
let's get a little information on politic. So is politic older than Playboy Eddie?
I don't even know. I
he
never
was
heard of him,
younger.
bro. I don't know who he is.
But this is like a big organized battle. Like the Prime
Yeah.
is huge.
Yeah, Prime
dog.
is
huge,
Huge.
dog, yeah.
Probably one of the
And that
biggest,
battle,
yeah.
Well, what's his name?
Politic.
Okay.
Politics. He's a
He-
Northern Cal guy.
He was doing some
He's a
interesting moves with
Northern
his
Cal.
Is he from
hands,
the
though.
Playboys?
I never heard of him, bro. I
It
don't know
said
who he is.
Renegade Crew.
Oh, it's from Renegades.
Yeah.
Okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
he's from Renegades.
I wasn't sure. I'd spent so long.
So back
Okay.
in the day, it was always there would be like one or two poppers with a gang of b-boys. Like that was your crew. There was no popping crews.
Why? Why though? Why?
I don't know. It's just because
They were still fighting over popping and locking.
Because breaking was a bigger thing, bro.
Okay, it was a bigger thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
breaking was bigger, bro.
In the 90s, it was
the 90s
big.
it was bigger, bro.
And
At
it's
least
still
for my
in-
era, you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like breaking was big, so you have like these single poppers that were a part of breaking crews, but never really had a full on popping crew.
You know,
know what I'm
in the 80s, my pops took me to see Beat Street in downtown LA. Go ahead and move the camera, Casey. Do your job, baby. Look at that side
God,
profile.
stop
That
saying
sexy
that
man.
shit, dog.
Do your job. Okay.
Gonna quit on you.
Now he stopped saying it, Casey. Fuck that. I heard him. Yeah,
Hey,
he
start
stopped
taking
saying
a
it, big
union
dog.
break, dog.
That's
Start
right.
taking a
Casey,
local
check his ass,
27
homie.
union break right now.
So my pops took me to see Beat Street in downtown LA. I think it was downtown LA. It was a movie theater, bro. It was in the city. I'll tell you that. And I'm thinking about it right now. I went and got I was living in San Gabriel behind a 7-Eleven, and I went and got a piece of cardboard from the 7-Eleven, and I wanted to not pop but break dance. Was Beat Street more break dance?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and so I'm putting it together with my history and what you're telling me right now, bro. Automatically, I wanted to break dance. I wanted to spin. I wanted to do some shit on the fucking floor on the cardboard. I wanted to imitate what I saw that I thought it was amazing, right? And so you're telling me that for a long time, pop locking wasn't respected.
I would say it's not respected.
No,
it just wasn't catered
What
to
happened?
more.
Yeah, it died out.
Was it easier? Well, because it started off with breakdancing, and then pop locking came after.
Well, breakdancing started off in New York,
Yeah.
and then they brought it down to the West Coast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So everybody was more influenced by the breaking. The popping
Yeah,
was the West Coast
with the
element.
break beats, the
With the break
DJs,
beats and, you know
DJ
what I mean?
Herc, and all them
DJ
guys
Herc,
up in
African
New York
Bambaataa.
City. So they would dance to that in the 70s, and you know, it was still going strong in the 80s. Rocksteady crew made it popular with Flashdance and all of that. And then the movie Beat Street came out, and then followed by Breaking and all of that. So, but popping or pop locking, however you want to say it, was strong in the 80s. You know, it was something new and fresh for everybody. And
who originated that the pop locking? You know what I mean? Like who said, "Hey, we're not going to be spinning on the floor. We're going to do this other style of hip hop."
No, I don't.
There's just
Well, that's the
That's the problem between boogaloo and pop locking.
That's I don't think you can pin it on anybody specifically. It was just that LA pop lockers made it more popular.
Okay, because I always and I thank you for saying that.
Because they were hard.
Yeah, because
and still are.
I thought pop locking was an LA thing and breakdancing was a New York thing.
It is.
Okay,
it is.
But Boogaloo were
But
Northern
Boogaloo,
California.
Northern Cali,
Yeah.
but remember they had the Hollywood connection, so it's kind of like they were the guys that were on Soul Train. You all remember Soul Train, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd see a lot of these Boogaloo dancers on Soul Train, so they had the Hollywood connection. So it's kind of like, oh, they did it first, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they kind of went with it. You know, they weren't looking into the inner cities of the ghetto America, ghetto Los
And
Angeles.
that reminds me when it all kind of faded in the late 80s, and everybody just got into other things, because there was a lot happening
Because
back
LA's
then.
LA.
One thing about Eddie, he never stopped. The entire time, he never ceased to stop.
And that's what allowed him to be so good in 2003 to still.
Oh yeah, he was pop locking his whole life. He started off as pantomime, doing pantomime and stuff like that.
Explain to them, bro. Pantomime.
Pantomime's
It's this
yeah,
shit, right?
yeah. They used to paint their face as like some some French stuff, you know, and they wear the gloves and they do the wall. Actually, Heckle used to do pantomime too. A lot of guys started off that way and doing the robot, you know, in the 70s, you know, and it just gained popularity, and that it evolved into the whole popping thing and different moves, and it got innovated, you know, and a lot of guys rose to the top like Pop and Taco and numerous others that just had special talent, you know.
Who was the leaders of the pack in the 80s, bro, with pop locking? Across the board. There was a lot of them?
There's a lot of them, bro, but there's only a certain handful that got discovered.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you have originators and then you have discover, or you have street famous dudes and then you have fools that got the Hollywood look. Yeah. Is that what you're saying?
Well, Jacko would tell you it was Eminem, which is true.
And who was Eminem?
Eminem, where did he come from? Was he in Pomona? I forget the exact location where he came from, but he was there was no internet, no phone, no nothing back then, and you would just hear about his name in the streets, you know, like Eminem's the baddest dude out there.
Or Daryl Stokes.
The whole Pomona crew.
The whole
Pomona City.
Because it's not documented though. Like you guys, Eddie had a crew, right? Going up, there was no internet to like acknowledge his crew. Right there in the projects, they were like Pacific Funk. And they were pop lockers.
Oh yeah.
Like late 80s, early 90s, but there's no document of it. Mm-hmm. Like, so I kind of like take it back to like the football teams. It was just like the football team. You grew up in the block, and this is your football team. You grew up on the block. This is your pop locking team. Like, but there's like no history or like real documentation of like it was so was it predominant or like dominant in LA culture, but like at the time nobody was documenting. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because growing up, they used to do like jams in the park. That's where like I kind of got the idea of where they would do pop locking battles and but it was more like dances and shit. But like it's there. It's just that it's not acknowledged. Just like no disrespect to anybody, but like the football teams, nobody acknowledges that there were football teams before 87, 88.
Yeah,
or
not only that, you know, when I was trying to trace the history and everything, you know, depending on who you talk to, the story changes, you know. So it
according to the recollection,
fit the narrative, right?
And I went all the way up to the Bay to interview people. Well, the best thing I can tell you is that LA put it on the map. You know, that's my conclusion from the work I did, you know, and because there's so many hard, talented guys out here, and they're still doing, you know, although I've been watching lately and China's stepping up their game.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Them youngsters are something else. You know, they're doing some
China.
China.
Bro, overseas, bro. People overseas Europe.
Yeah.
Like, they're overseas, they're killing it, bro.
They're incredible. They're like, I don't know what they're on, but
but even out there, bro, they got their truth. You know what I'm saying? Because they have their OGs,
right.
That never came to California or the West Coast to learn, you know. But they have their style out there. Yeah. So who are we to tell them their truth? You know, like I can't tell you you're doing something wrong because you have someone that taught you something. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't tell me I'm doing something wrong because I have someone that taught me and I know their story. So I don't know the story of everybody else. These guys that are claiming, oh, we started this, we started. Well, I don't know you. You weren't on my block.
So
I never heard of you.
I want to speculate a little bit, and when I say I want to speculate a little bit, when did China really start showing out and making leaps and bounds? They've been.
Even when we were in the 80s. In the 80s? In the 80s, they were badass then. Yeah. But they were more concentrated on their acrobatics and b-boying. You know, they had maybe one or two poppers, and they were okay, you know. Somehow, over the last decade, they've grown and they're spectacular now. They're unbelievable. I mean, they got rhythm, they got everything, all the everything, their hits, everything they got it, and then some, you know.
Like, what are their like names? What do they go by?
I couldn't tell you, man. I'm
so many,
I'm out of the loop. I've been out of the loop for a few years, you know. But
I will say this though.
But go ahead, bro.
Don't go based off what you've seen at the Olympics, because that doesn't represent our culture.
Oh no, yeah.
They only showed you what they wanted to show you, but there was a lot of dope ass dancers there. And they got no shine. Yeah. So they took away from the talented dancers and put this one person on the fucking map for us street dancers and just demolished us, bro. So don't go based off what you see all the time because it ain't true.
Probably a good person to speak to on that would be Boogie Frantic. He's still he travels. Yeah, he travels. He's still very connected and very respected.
He knows the names of the dudes around.
Yeah.
Oh
He's
yeah.
still in the
Oh
scene.
yeah,
He's
for
still
sure.
in the
Yeah.
scene's tough.
Yeah. I wish he would call in
Shit,
and tell us why he never battled Eddie. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna call
Just
him
messing
right
with
now,
you.
bro.
You want to watch the end of this battle real quick?
Yeah, let's watch it, and then I'm gonna call Boogie.
So right here we got Politic doing some hand movements.
He's doing the happy hands.
Something. Kind of looks like he's just doing like a little shuffle or something.
He's trying to work it out a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he's doing with his hands.
Eddie won already.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm done with the battle. Eddie won.
But he goes on one last time after this.
And there was a lot of big people there that day, and they witnessed it. There you go.
That Boogaloo Sam?
That's Dan.
Dan Camelot.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at his
He waving all the way across. I mean, floating all the way across.
Didn't they say he's the creator, Don Camelot, of...
Yes.
Dang, right in his face. Eddie,
Look at that
nice.
fool. Eddie's a beast, bro. It's already stamped in history, bro. The boy's a beast. Look at that shit, dog.
Look at beautiful twisto flicks, man.
If you were to score that like on some gymnastic shit, bro, you would score it high then, in regards to some of these moves that he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because they're masterful, and they should be. He would practice it nonstop.
Yeah.
The only disadvantage as he got older was, weight or, health or whatever, bad knee or something, whatever ailments he may have had. But that wouldn't stop him. He would still work through it, I've seen him pop with a broken foot, you name it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, he's like the Kobe Bryant, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Kobe Bryant was just so driven and disciplined, bro, that even when he was hurt, bro, like when he busted his Achilles or whatever the fuck that shit, his Achilles heel, like you got a lot of NBA players that you can look in footage and they were screaming their head off. Kobe Bryant kept a straight face, and I think that Playboy Eddie's the same. I think that's you right there. When you turn your shit to that, yeah, it does that, dog. Let's call Boogie Frantic. See if he answers. Boogie, I'm calling you.
We're like, fuck Boogie Frantic before he answers. FTP. He ain't gonna answer right now, dog. He's washing his chonies right now in the sink.
He's gonna answer, bro. Boogie's gonna answer.
He's washing his thong.
He knows we're doing this, right?
That fool's washing his thong and his hush
The
puppies right
person you're
now.
trying to reach is not available.
See, I told you.
All right, Boogie.
That fool's washing his fucking thong and his hush puppies right now. That fool's got one hush puppy and one Timberland on right now.
I always pictured that, bro. You know what I mean? I said, what is Boogie Frantic doing right now? That's not the same thing, dog. You know what I mean? Let's try calling Sophie again.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice message system.
One more time.
It's ringing.
Trying to call Sophia. Everybody.
Remember when Eddie gave me that tattoo?
Oh yeah,
Your
Eddie.
call has been forwarded to an automated voice message.
Look at Eddie. What is he doing? What was it?
It's a cherry bomb.
It's a cherry bomb?
Yeah.
And so this is Eddie fucking tattooing this fool. Rewind it back. Look at this fool right here. This fool's a fucking on the spot. Anything, anytime. Look at, and there's that picture in the background.
Yeah, the painting, yeah.
The painting, bro, is when he, he's talking some shit. He's like, I'm gonna fucking tag on fucking Mars. It was Eddie. He kept on telling me, fool, I'm gonna be the first one in space to tag on the moon, bro. Right? Eddie would always say, you're gonna be the first one on space to tag on the moon. I was like, all right, Eddie, I believe you, bro. Like, shit. I'm sold, dog. This fool.
He does a sick cherry bomb.
Put a cherry bomb.
He puts the 3 dots and he puts a Jewish star.
Yeah, Eddie, bro.
He knows I was laughing too, though. That
Casey,
with
bro.
this shit.
Casey's all like, I like this.
Hilarious. He was a good tattoo artist too, man. He did so many.
Like,
so
shut
many
the fuck
things.
up. I know it hurts. It's just a marker, though. It's not a real tattoo.
There it is.
That's crazy. We got that up there. Do we have that up there? We have that up there.
Yeah.
Oh, you found that right now.
Yeah, Playboy Eddie, 103.
103, huh? Playboy Eddie, man.
4 years ago.
Okay. I think we're at a point where I think we've...
Oh, wait. Let me show you this one real quick.
let's see it.
Right here. Remember when he came from break, you remember? And we were playing the break music, and we pulled up, he was like, I'm going to dance to this.
Got a call.
You live on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
You fucking faggot ass faggot. Fucking.
Okay. You go, bro. You're having a bad day. It's Sunday, doggy. Get your life together, bro.
Sheesh.
Sheesh.
Hey, Lux, before we go, can we announce tomorrow at Homeland, we're doing a get down at MacArthur Park in the city of Long Beach, known as Homeland. We're going to be doing a get down where a lot of poppers just come together and celebrate the life of Playboy Eddie. So if you're in the area from 6 to 10, MacArthur Park off Anaheim, Homeland, pull up. We're going to have a get down. You know what I'm saying? We'll all be there. So come show some love.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Quick shout out to Candy Girl from Connect 4 and Peter Broski. Zoom.
Yeah, what was that award that you got?
So Jerry and I did an event this year called the Poppers Banquet, which basically we celebrate West Coast poppers that never really get acknowledged or we get underlooked. You know what I'm saying? So we gave out 10 awards to 10 different pop lockers, and Eddie was one of those. And he was actually one of the main ones that we wanted to give it to, but Eddie was in the hospital.
Oh.
He got I forget, he got sick or something right before the actual event, so we couldn't present him with this award, bro. But he is somebody that we definitely wanted to acknowledge, bro, because no one ever really acknowledged Eddie and gave him that. You know what I'm saying? No one gave him his flowers. So, you know, Jerry and I got together. We came up with the idea, and here on out, we're doing Poppers Banquet every year now, celebrating the life of pop lockers. You know,
yeah, it
while we
looks
have 'em.
sick. It was in Little Tokyo, wasn't it?
It was in Little Tokyo. It was a dope event, bro.
Yeah,
But
Hello Stranger.
it's a dress up event, so you have to get dressed up, bro. It's like a suit and tie, like you're going to prom. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your significant other. You guys go dance, have dinner.
Black tie.
You know what I'm
black
saying?
tie.
Like, it was a good time, bro. It was a Hello Stranger. We're gonna do it again next year, and yeah. So
sick.
Poppers Banquet.
Yeah, great spot. Great spot. It was a good time. It was a nice turnout.
So tomorrow night,
Homeland from 6 to 10, Long Beach.
Let's get this real quick. Hey, you're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
I fucking love you.
Okay. And we got Bubs right here, OG Husky Radio, man. I want people to fuck with the homie right here. Follow him. I mean, give all your links, bro, so people can support you.
OGHuskyRadio.com, at OG Husky Radio, the original defenders of hip hop.
Word.
Yeah, just been doing it for a while, man. Just to document hip hop. You know what I mean? I don't do it as much. You know what I mean? Life kind of, you know what I mean? Life kind of lifes you, I guess. But you know, hit me up. I'm always down to help you anybody out. Even link it up. I mean, like I said, I learned that from Eddie. You know, a lot of like meeting people and was through him, and like he promoted me and shit. Like, just on the strength, you know, and him and a lot of other people, man. And I appreciate everyone that's ever showed me love, you know what I mean? And just to have like that part of LA history, bro, to me is like very humbling and stuff. And I usually don't even I never actually show my face, you know what I mean? But I just like, cause it's Eddie, and Eddie was like, you know, man, a mentor and a good friend. Like, From like being a kid, you know what I mean? 80s. They're older than me. That generation's older than me. But I have an older brother. I have 2 older brothers. So that was their era. So I was able to soak in like the game of hip hop. So when I talk to older people, they're like, damn, they think I'm older. But it's like, nah, musically, all that was because, you know what I mean? I was of them. So I'm not as old as Lucky, you know what I mean? But
Shut the fuck up. Right there, fucker.
Yeah, but good looking out, man. Thank you, Lucky. Shout out everybody holding us down, you know what I mean? OG Husky Radio, Detail Top Rank, fucking Janko on the fucking pendejadas and the fucking all the fucking custom design work he does for us, you know. But yeah, you know, just support, man.
You guys got a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
right?
we have the YouTube channel.
You do interviews with artists, right?
Yeah. A matter of fact, what's pretty crazy because even before like the whole graph thing started, you know, one of my first interviews was Create from RTN CMA that called in, and it's funny because people are like, "Oh, you're jumping on the graffiti thing," and I'm like, one of my first interviews was Create. Like, fuck you talking about? And then by doing that, I learned like there was way more history because I always thought Create was way older than me. And there's like another generation before Create. But I've always been a student. I'm always open to learn and talk to people. You know what I mean? That's one thing too. Eddie knew everybody, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Like in LA, man, that dude, like I would go somewhere like, yeah, Eddie told me about you. Like, what? You know, he goes back like 80s Radiotron, Carmelo. Damn, dog. That's
shout out to
LA,
Carmelo.
Dude,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm talking like 95, 96. I met Carmelo, and I was DJing shows at the old jail when it was a boxing.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and then we would do Saturday.
Tell me about that, bro.
We would do Saturdays.
What old jail? You talking about in New York?
Lincoln Heights.
Oh, Lincoln Heights.
Yeah,
Okay,
old
go ahead.
jail. They had a boxing facility like on the 3rd, 4th floor. I think it was. And
no,
then,
higher than that. I think.
Yeah, and then Carmelo like locked it down. Carmelo's a G Radiotron OG, and so he got it so that on Saturdays we had the back and the basement, I think it was, or the first floor.
Yeah.
And we would build skate ramps and shit, and then we would fucking paint. And fucking, it was like a little Saturday thing right there. And like talking to him, he broke down a lot of history, and that's when you know what I mean. I had heard of Heckle and Jacko, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I know them." I'm like, everybody's seen Carmelo. You're like, how the hell you know him? You know what I mean? And oh yeah, I know Playboy Eddie. I know. Like, what the hell? And like linked up a lot through him. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So anybody out there that I could help out, like just hit me up, man. Like I got you. Another reason why I didn't show my face is because I always wanted to be like, I could pass it on. It's not me. You know what I mean? I'm just documenting it. Like that shit ain't about me showing my face.
Sometimes people want to see the face, bro.
Yeah, they have to. Yeah.
And I want to tell you this right now. This dude is giving flowers to Playboy Eddie and the culture and shit. You know what I mean? And but OG Husky Radio, bro, is the #1 OG Husky Radio in Northeast Los Angeles, like hands down. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Like
Yeah.
these dudes are pioneers too in what they do. These dudes, OG Husky Radio, him and his brother, you know what I mean? They've been doing this shit for fucking a long time for Northeast Los Angeles. And they need their flowers, bro. And I'm really glad that he came through. I seen him comment, and I was like, okay, let me hit his DM, bro. And I was like, dog, you know what I mean? Pull up if you want, fool.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what I mean?
for sure.
You know? And he was like,
Yeah.
he was like, all right, fool. And I give him my number, whatever. He's here now. You know what I mean? Like you say, he doesn't show his face. So you got to understand, you know what I mean? Like there's people that don't show their face on shit that they've been doing forever. You know what I mean? And he's here today to give flowers to Playboy Eddie. You know what I mean? But and one thing I know about OG, I remember when I was talking to your brother back in the day and shit. They gave me my first interview ever, bro.
Yeah.
OG Husky Radio gave Lucky.
Scum City. I don't think you shot it out enough.
I don't, bro. I don't. I try to forget about it, bro.
A lot of history.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, though. There were some fun times.
I try to forget about it, bro. But I remember I was like, you know, because even back then, bro, I was just like, you know what I mean? I want to know, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, what's what's Husky Radio, dog? You know what I mean? And I remember your brother was telling me it was a homie of your guys.
Yeah, grew up in the projects.
It was a homie of your guys' that passed away
Yeah.
that you had so much love for. You started your movement over that.
Yes.
And so if you guys don't know, you're getting it right now.
Yeah,
know?
history. A lot of people they like even like, oh, Husky, they call me Husky, but not Husky's Xavier Guerrero. Grew up in the Rose Hill projects, and he was about my age, but dude, he always had all the fucking hip hop, dog. I don't even know this, you know, before it even would come out, he had the tapes.
Yeah.
And fucking he would loan them to us and shit. Matter of fact, like the first Cypress Hill, the Duke. He had that shit like way before we heard it anywhere, you know what I mean? Like just that whole era. And then he started rapping on some hood shit, you know what I mean? Like, And I just think like in that era, it wasn't really accepted. Like there was no outlets for it. You know what I mean? And originally, I'm not gonna lie to you, like OG Husky, all it was supposed to be, OG Husky Radio was all just supposed to be like, East Los, Nella, homie, that's it. We're just gonna fucking take over. It's just gonna be our little movement. We're only gonna interview people from out here, you know what I mean? Yeah. And fucking people start reaching out from like all over LA, and I'm like, damn, this shit's way bigger than East Los, Nella, you know what I mean? But growing up, like nobody to us, or to me personally, like nobody really put it down. So when you have somebody like Eddie going on like Nella, like, who's saying Nella, dog? Like, no one's claiming Nella, dog. Like, you know what I mean? And you get that sense, you know what I mean? It gives you that pride, you know, and it motivates, you know, where you see this dude, like, traveling to Miami, he's coming down, but he's still right there in the projects teaching the kids how to pop lock, you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's in the project. And then still going to Homeland's in Long Beach. That fool's still going to Long Beach to teach other fools how to pop lock in Long Beach. Like,
see, this is a humble dude because he keeps on giving flowers to Playboy while we're here, right? But back to OG Husky Radio, bro.
Shit. Yeah, that's where flowers, my G. Gang, thank you guys, man.
Back to OG Husky Radio, dog. Like, I'm telling you, man. Like, they had a setup, bro. Like,
I remember it.
It was the garage, bro, and it was all just, like, hooked up, like, vinyls, crates, you know what I mean? Yeah. The ceiling was fucking, like, plastered. Like, it was, like, underground hip-hop shit, dog. Yeah. I did my first interview, bro. And they, what I'm saying is they're pioneers because they were ahead of their time. Like, we're talking in these 2000s, bro, where they were already, like, on the internet, bro. Like, streaming, bro. Like, these dudes are in the beginning of the streaming, bro. Like, you guys gotta fucking support this this movement right
So
here.
low key, because I had a Casey, dog. I ain't gonna lie. My cousin Jotech, Joseph Navarrete, man. That my cousin, dude. That dude was like a genius, dog. Like just technical, everything, dude. And I'm just about music, dog. So I'm fucking trying to get every CD, every record I could get. You know what I mean? And then I'm telling him I could DJ and this and that. And he's the one who told me, he's like, hey, there's this streaming thing. You know, it's free. We could do it. I remember it was Streamcast, Stream something that he had found in another country, and we could only get like 50 people on to host. Like, we were one of the first, you know what I mean? So I'm like, how the fuck do we get more people? He's all like, we have to fucking like distort the video so it's not good quality. I'm like, well, fuck it, let's get more people, dog, you know what I mean? It was like one of the first, dog, but it was him. Like, I will not take credit for like the art side of it and all that, but the technical side I learned later. But nah, I was never with that shit. I was always just about the music, interviews. And then I come from that era where you're still outside handing out flyers, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like at Radiotron, you know what I mean? What year was the one in Hollywood where they painted for like 3 days? Everybody was going because they were painting. Like nobody was even there for the B-boy battles, you know what I mean? And because they were painting, you would go 3 days chill and just like drink. Yeah. What was the name of that? The club is still there, man, on Hollywood Boulevard.
On Florentine Gardens?
No, the other one up the street. But yeah, that it was like, they did Florentine Gardens too, I think, también. But like, yeah, that was like, that little era. I'm just like, to me, I'm fortunate. Like I got to live that where kids now are just the internet. Like I still had that interaction. Like I can only imagine more so Eddie, like 80s and rolling around. Like that's a whole different. You got to carry yourself a different way. And I think you show respect. Even though we keep saying Eddie was confrontational, like nah, you still have to have a level of respect to navigate through different parts of LA. And he did that, man.
Well, can you imagine if Eddie always had a camera on him back then, bro?
Yeah. Well, I'm going real quick. I know we want to, but in 2008, because I had to ask the internet to help me out, Eddie did a show in Glassell Park, bro. In Glassell Park, like in the actual park, right? He organized it. He did everything. Me and my brother, we did sets right there. My sons were heavy into b-boying at the time. They b-boyed, and we didn't know it organized. So it had something to do with the city. But Eddie hustled his way in there, dude. Right?
I think it was night after dark or something, and art in the park,
Art Storm or something. But he got in there, dog. And he's like, I'm gonna put everybody on. So even the vendors, like, just show up at 4 and set up, and you could sell whatever you want. You know,
I have footage of it. Yeah,
like
your sons were young, b-boying,
and so we get there, you know, whatever, and then they have to stop the event because Garcetti at the time, whatever his position was, he was a
council member.
Yeah, he came to do a speech. So like he pulls up. I'll tell this funny as hell, dog. And he has a CHP fucking escort, right? So he like literally stops and like the escort walks him to the podium, and this dude read like a speech for like not even 2 minutes, like with his head down, and he's saying like, you know what, we're gonna clean up this area, we're gonna do this and that, right? And you know, we're gonna stop the gangs and this and that, right? And like I'm standing there listening, dude, and like I turn around, deep as hell. The hood was deep, homie. I'm talking about like tatted face, everything, dog, all up in the crowd out there, right?
Hey, let's give them that. It's the dudes from Avenue.
Yeah.
Glasso Park right
In
there.
Glasso
I mean,
Park.
all love, brothers.
In their hood.
Yeah.
And I'm looking back, and then I'm like, hey, what's up? They're like, nah, just let him do this little speech. We're in a party after this food jams. Hey, dog, he did his speech, and he turned around, dog, and he left. And man, but it was just love. Like Eddie organized that whole event. He had like 2Mex, Percy P.
Yeah.
He had like electro funk DJs, like everything, like, you know what I mean? It was just a big ass party. But
yeah,
like,
that was a good event. Yeah.
What is it called when they call it the master of
ceremonies?
Yeah.
Master of ceremonies.
Eddie was the master of ceremonies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, bro, we did a show. I don't know, maybe 15 plus years ago with Planet Patrol. Play at your own risk.
Okay.
In San Diego, bro, Eddie was tearing it up. He posted a video the other day, and it brought me back so much memory, bro. Because how dope was that to get down to the people that you actually normally would practice to and dance to, dog? Like, I never had an opportunity like that. And then Eddie was up there. We were all up there getting dizzy, but Eddie was just killing it, bro. He was just in front of the stage, bro, and he wouldn't stop, dog. Like,
he was stoked, man. He was stoked.
We did. Oh, I think it was.
We did Nucleus. We did Nucleus. Planet Patrol. Africa Bombada.
Egyptian Lover.
We the people. My sons had to sign a contract to do like a 5-minute routine or whatever in downtown. And I see Eddie right there, and I'm all like, he's like, I'm gonna bust. I'm like, fuck, you did a contract? He's like, nah, I'm gonna fucking bum rush that shit. What are you talking about? I'm like, what the fuck? I had to sign a contract for my kids, dog. Like, nah, dog, I'm going up there, dog. Like, sure enough, you're right there, and boom, has a DJ change the music and shit. Like, fucking Eddie, dog. Yeah.
But that's interesting, brother. That's interesting. That's the power of maybe vets in the game.
Yeah.
That can only do that.
Well, no, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'll be DJing somewhere. If he showed up, like, I always have my records, like the electro funk. I know what he liked, and like he's here,
name.
boom.
Yeah.
Let's
It's
put him.
Playboy Eddie's
yeah,
here.
let me put this fool on.
Yeah.
You know, this fool's
Just
like,
OGs know how to maneuver, bro.
Yeah.
OGs know how to maneuver, bro. They ain't like these young bucks.
Oh yeah.
Eddie knows how to carry himself. He knows what to do, what to say, and how to get up there. Do what needs to get done.
Yeah, straight up on stage.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, what the fuck?
So what you're saying is he's going to take command even if he's not in command.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
What did I call Eddie? The ODB of popping.
Yeah,
bro, I love that you say that. So
Hey.
Burst Rock has said this several times in comments. He says Playboy Eddie is the ODB, the old dirty bastard of
Pop locking.
Pop
I
locking.
agree.
You know what I'm saying? There ain't
I
no,
love that you said it because it just fits him perfectly,
it's
bro.
the truth, bro.
Because ODB, bro, was just a legend. He was, you know what I mean? At the end of his, I think of it, at the end of his,
He was a crazy one they want to deal with.
At the end of his
Yeah,
journey.
that's true. Yeah, because I just seen another.
Yeah,
interview
at the
with
end
that
of his
dude,
journey, bro, that dude was like, he was on the EBT, bro. Like, how the fuck is this legend, bro, on the EBT, bro? He didn't give a fuck, bro. He let you know I'm on EBT. And that's Eddie. Eddie don't give a fuck. He did not know. He had, you know what? I'll tell you this, bro.
He was conditioned to survive.
He had a little, he was like, hey, Lux, I want to fix my teeth, fool. I said, you should fix your teeth, fool. I mean, you should fix your teeth, dog. He goes, I want to get some teeth, fool, because, like, it's the only time that Eddie ever shared an insecurity with me because he's always over the top about everything. You know what I mean? He's like, fuck, I want to fix my teeth, fool. You know what I mean? They're looking at me like I'm a smoker or something, or he told me some shit like that. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, dog, do it. He goes, I'm going to fix my teeth. You know what I mean? But, yeah. You got a story about Playboy Eddie? I mean, you've.
I mean, other than the time that I ran randomly, I was going to art store in downtown with my wife. And
Wait, you got a wife?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
You thought you had a boyfriend?
I thought you had a boyfriend, bro. I didn't want to say it, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Loki Burst took his arm from around him off.
I mean, he's boyfriend material. Like, I mean, if I'm gonna fuck a man, I'm gonna fuck that dude right there. Keep the hat on. Come on, little.
All right, Casey, go ahead.
But yeah,
breaking news: he's not gay.
Breaking news:
he's not a cocksucker.
So I pull up this art store in downtown, and I hear like these, like I walk, like going to the store, and I hear these noises, and I'm like, I think I know that voice. So I turn around, and it's Playboy Eddie, and he was just popping. He was popping with his little speaker, and I'm like, Eddie, what's up? What are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm right here. And he was giving me this whole spiel of the 80s Chaka, and he was showing me all the history. Like Chaka and their crew have it written in the concrete right there on the sidewalk, and he was giving me all this.
He was paying homage.
Yeah, he was paying homages, telling me all this stuff about all this stuff and like the history right there and this art store and how they don't want to sell him paint.
Oh shit.
And yeah, and I took some videos and I sent to Lucky. Lucky posted them up, and
you know what, I love Casey, bro, because Casey sometimes would pick him up. I'd be like, fool, pick up Eddie. He's down the street from you, fool. You know what I mean? And Eddie loved going with Casey because Casey's got a Tesla. You know what I mean? So he's like, fuck, I'm going to go to Mars and I'm going to drive on the moon. He's like, I'm on my way. You know what I mean?
I was happy to Eddie was able to experience self-driving.
Self-driving. And so,
Tesla.
and you guys got to understand the journey with Hoodstocks and Playboy Eddie in this chapter of what we done with him, you know? We would pick him up from halfway houses. I would pick him up from halfway houses in South Central. You know what I mean? He wouldn't be there. Hey, fool, what the fuck, fool? I got kicked out, fool. You know what I mean? They were mad because I rode all over the... Bro, in the halfway houses he was living in, bro.
Yes.
He was graffitiing inside the halfway houses, dog. You know what I mean? They
various
hated
times, though, various occasions, not just one time.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, fool, like, how is it right there? This is real shit. This is conversations that I had with Eddie, like, not on the podcast, you know what I mean? And I was like, you know what I mean? How's it work, fool? And he goes, oh, they got me with this black fool. I said, is he cool, fool? And he's like, yeah, he just goes to work and he comes back and he goes to sleep, you know? And I said, is it all good? He's like, yeah, it's good, fool, you know what I mean? But, you know, we had a beef, you know what I mean? And so now I'm in the living room. Now they mad at me, you know what I mean? Because I graffitied all in the living room. So these dudes are really, like, Eddie's in the halfway houses that are dudes that are trying to get their life together for reals.
No, but it was different ones. He did it all the time.
No, bro, yeah, it's constant. Like he's in the halfway houses that are dudes are really trying to change their lives, and he's still living that life, bro. So he'd be like, yeah, this fool go to work. He come back at this time. I said, how's it work in the refrigerator? You know what I mean? And we'd have these in-depth conversations outside the podcast. Why? Because I'm his friend, bro, and I'm interested in what he's going through. You know what I mean? You know, like Playboy Eddie, bro. Like he'll tell you how it really is. You know what I mean? Like even if it's just like it makes him look bad, bro. Like he'll just say what it is. But we've had a long journey with Eddie right here on Hoodstocks. Minus, you know what I mean, my experiences. What is that right there?
There's a lot more work to be done.
Oh, is that his?
What a voicemail.
Like how you put your Hoodstock videos of me, my daughter, me, put all the pictures of other people. I'm seeing the story pictures so they can get a better view. I had that much help. Shit. I need to write some proposal. I had nobody to help me type that shit up.
He said he wants to like.
Let me get the last. This is a roll of the dice.
Why you do that, dude? He called me and told me to write like a proposal for $1 million grant to do this event. I'm like, Eddie, people go to college and like know how to do it. He's like, nah, Bubs, I know you can do it, dog. I was like, dog, this is like fucking trained people, like, you know what I mean? Like, nah, I know you could do it. So this is what I need. Fuck, eh.
Bro, this is a roll of the dice right here. Let me pull up his last text message to me, bro. This is good. I'm glad you did that because this dude's always got some wild shit going on.
You know how I'm like the Martin Luther King of Latinos, right?
Wait, hold on. Oh, this is...
He started it.
Wait, hold on.
Give me a call, Lucky. Give me a call, Lucky. Text me first so I can pick up your phone call and we can talk about how we're going to do the interview on my pad. Thank you very much. Give me a call. Give me a call.
Okay, so this is the interview at his pad.
Oh.
And me and Casey had to cancel, I think, on the interview at his pad. Remember, he was so mad? And so now Playboy Eddie's going to take legal action against me.
Yes.
No.
He's like, Lucky, I'm going to fucking sue you, fool. I was like, well, there's no breach of contract, motherfucker. And he was so mad, bro. And he fucking, bro.
Blowing up our phones, bro.
He was blowing up both of our phones and he was so fucking pissed, bro. Because we were supposed to, the apartment that he passed in, and I'm gonna share how he passed, guys, but I'm gonna keep it PG. But anyways, he was so proud of his apartment that he was in. He finally had his own apartment. You know what I mean? I don't know how true it was. I think Sophia can speak on it better than I can because she's actually been there and that's her dad. You know what I mean? But we were supposed to do a vlog going to Playboy Eddie's apartment. He opens up the door and he's like, "Hey, I'm Playboy Eddie." We talked about it. Welcome to my house. You know what I mean? Like a cribs, right? Mm-hmm. And I already knew it was going to be good, but something happened that we couldn't do it. And he was so fucking pissed, bro. You know what I mean? He said, my lawyer's going to be talking. I said, shut the fuck up, bro. And then we talk shit to each other. And he's like, "Dig, you know, I'm just fucking with you, fool." You know what I mean? I was like, "I know you are, fool. You stop it, bro." You know what I mean? You fucking blowing me the fuck up with this dumbass shit, bro. We just couldn't do it. You know what I mean? It didn't, stars didn't align, bro. You know what I mean? But I always say this, man. Playboy Eddie, man, is just a one of a one. He's one of one. You know what I mean? My kids always show me things, and they're like, "Dad, this is rare right here." Like, kids say that shit now. Like, this is a rare card or something.
Collectible.
You know what I mean? Collectible, right? Do your son do
My
that
son
too?
says collectible.
Okay, my kids say rare. My girls say, "Dad, this is rare." You know what I mean? And I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." You know what I mean? Well, Playboy Eddie was rare. Mm-hmm. He was a great human being, bro. You know what I mean? I respected him and I loved him, even though when he drove me fucking crazy, bro. You know what I mean? But I respected him as an individual. I respected his art because he was the art. You know what I mean? And Playboy Eddie, I know you listen to us right now.
Yeah.
I know you're enjoying this podcast because you were so in tuned with the world, spiritually, the universe, bro. I know you got front row seats to this podcast right now. You know what I mean? And Eddie, forever, as long as I'm here doing this podcast, you know what I mean, we're gonna give you love, baby. You're in memory of, will never go down on Hoodstocks. You know what I mean? Every single podcast from here on out, your picture will forever be there in front of everybody's interview on Hoodstocks. And it's not a neighborhood thing, bro. It's just a friend thing, bro. It's a homie thing. We were homies, bro. We were friends, you know. And you know I always wanted to give you your best look, bro. It was never about monetization. It was never about views. I was excited to show you to the peoples that this platform that I created. I said, "Oh, you fools think, you know what I mean? Trip out on this guy right here." This dude, you know what I mean? I was so excited, bro, for people to get to know you. And people gravitated to you, Eddie. I know you're listening right now. People gravitated to you and they love you, brother. They loved you for who you were, bro. And you were a very imperfect person, bro, but perfect, you know what I mean, in your own rights, you know. And I respect a man that lives his life and does it how the fuck he wants to do it, even though sometimes it could potentially hurt family members and kids, you know what I mean? But I think at this point in their life, their lives, they understand that their brother was a legend.
That's right.
That's right.
Well
Rest
said,
in-
Ed.
True that,
Well said.
man.
Rest in peace.
Pass this to Jerry, baby.
Oh, man. Can I say, man? I lost a lifetime brother, you know what I mean? Like, part of my childhood is gone now, and I'll always cherish all the memories that we had, all the back and forth negotiating we did, and arguments, and all of it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, it meant something, you know, because we were both chasing that dream and both trying to do our thing, man. You know.
Shout out for you for investing in him,
man.
bro.
And,
You seen it, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
You put your money where your mouth is.
And yeah, I wanted to see him shine. I wanted to see him shine, and I believed in everything he had to say. I believed because he showed me he had so much heart, you know. And I know a lot of guys, you know, and I document a lot of people, but he was special, man, and it hurts. It really does. But you know, I thank God for sending him, and blessing us with all his gifts and messages and preparing us too, man. I mean, hopefully I'll see him again in the next chapter.
Amen. Burst Rock, you're last. Playboy Eddie.
Man.
He's listening to you right now.
I just want to say thank you for everything, bro. Thank you for all the crazy phone calls, all the crazy conversations. Thank you for representing the culture the way you did and holding us down, giving us a voice when we didn't have one. You know, just holding it down for all of us. You know, the conversations on how to market certain things. I remember we dropped this DVD called Street Level. He was trying to put it in all the red boxes. You know, he just had great ideas, bro. You know, even though we didn't see all of them through, but thank you for everything, especially what you did for the culture, bro. Like, I really wish you were there the day at the banquet so we can give you the flowers the way you deserve to have them, and we wouldn't have to be talking about this right now because we'd be talking to you face to face, you know. But just the acknowledgement of everything, man. Like, thank you for your craziness, bro. Thank you for being you. Thank you for holding it down and giving us memories to always talk about and representing our culture, bro. Like, I can't say that enough. Our culture, you know, our culture is a lot. Our culture saved our lives, you know. So just by you blessing that, you saved a lot of people without even knowing it. You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh. Amen.
You know.
Bubs. Playboy Eddie, listen to you right now.
Man, just know, man, I wish I didn't have a job, man. I could talk to you all day and shit, you know what I mean? You would call me and I'd be like, I have to hit you back later, man. But you know, and you understood, you know what I mean? But I would have to set time aside, you know, to talk to him. And like me and Farrell were talking about it. It's like, you just, like I said before, you just have to decipher it. And then even if you start researching the stuff he says, you know what I mean? Like, break down just little parts of it. Trust me, dude, like he was on some shit, you know what I mean? I know everybody like writes it off or like wants to make an excuse what it is, but like, you gotta understand, dude, like innovators always like look at everything differently, dude, and that fool looked at everything differently, and you know what I mean, and looked out for a lot of people, especially me. So like, rest in peace, man. And Eddie, I love you, big dog.
Casey, you had a few years to get to know the dude. You know what
I love it, dude. I'm teared up. Fucking just listen to everybody speak, man. He was great. He was a cool dude. He was always good to me. He always believed in me and us.
He's like, Dick, Casey's not answering. I said, call him, fool.
Call him again.
Because sometimes I'd put it off on Casey. I was like, Dick, Casey's going to take care of you. And Casey, because sometimes Casey's got the patience, you know what I mean, to deal with that Playboy Eddie and his craziness, you know what I mean? And I love Casey. I love Casey because he's been able to sit beside me and understand what the fuck I've told him about certain individuals. I told Casey from the day one that I had him on at the Ball Heights studio. I said the Cam studio. Shout out to the crazy ass Mexicans, my dogs. I said, bro, you're gonna love this dude. You know what I mean? And sometimes when I introduce somebody, I want them to love them. You know what I mean? Because I know them, and they're worthy of love. You know what I mean? And Casey met him, and he was like, I think he told me, like, he was like, fool, that fool was everything you told us that he was gonna be, bro.
Yeah,
and some.
He was really a genius. Really, everything he was saying, I was like, oh, it all makes sense.
Yeah, because Casey's he's a little intellect ass fool, you know what I mean? To just be like, you know, and he'd be like, hey, fool, you fool said? I was like, yeah, fool. He was like, fool, that shit's like,
yeah, it's real.
It's real.
And I went to a wedding yesterday, and I have it on video, and I popped it and locked it for you, Eddie.
Yeah.
That was for you.
Yeah, man. Eddie, I wasn't honestly, bro, I wasn't sad when I heard it. That's just being real, bro. Because I want you to be in a good place, bro. Sometimes the chaos has got to stop. I mean, I feel like you're resting now, bro. Not pop locking. You're resting, brother. Even though a lot of cats will be like, that fool's pop locking in heaven right now, motherfucker. Don't fuck with it. This boy ain't stopping. I just, like, sometimes we need rest. You know what I mean? And you've done enough, brother. Yeah, you've done enough, dog. You know what I mean? respect that you were trying to get all these years, bro. You got it tenfold, brother. You got it tenfold, dog. We love you. We're gonna miss you. You know what I mean? And you did your thing, dog. You did it right, bro. You did it your way. You know what I mean? And so when I heard about you passing away, bro, to be honest, bro, I wasn't real sad, bro, because I want you to be at peace, bro. And I know God's gonna give you that peace, dog. You know what I mean? I believe in God. I believe in everything, bro. You know what I mean? And I know you're fucking resting right now. You're chilling, bro. And now you can be a big part spiritually in your daughter's life because she needs you right now. You know what I mean? Guide her in the right way. You know what I mean? Protect her, spiritually protect her from evils in this world because you know, first-handly, there's a lot of them. And I want to thank everybody that just tapped in right here. You know what I mean? For this, where we at 3 hours and 15 minutes by accident. You know what I mean? Playboy Eddie, to make a long story short, it's never short. Thank you guys for supporting them. Thank you guys for seeing what I saw in them. Because when I did the first episode, I was like, see, I'm telling you motherfuckers. This dude ain't like the other ones. You know what I mean? This was an alien, you know? And you guys understood that, you know? And so it was just great to share him. You have him here. Always, bro. Like, the boy is just a, you know, great dude, bro. People. And with that said, I want to thank everybody for tapping in, hanging in for a 3 hour and 60-minute podcast. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Go to my Instagram at Lucky Sun Zoo. In the bio is
It's also on the description of this video.
It's on the description.
Yep.
Help out Sophia and the family, Montpierre family. Did I say that correctly? Yeah. Help the family out. And just shout out to the family too. You know what I mean? Like if anybody knows this man's existence, they know him because they had to deal with first-handly family, right? You know, so strength to the family, blessings to the family. You know, we here if you need us, you know what I mean? On a positive level. You know, we here if you need us, you know. With that said, thank you for tapping in. We are gone.